What's up, Beastie Boys? Zdravím všechny borce na stream a samozřejmě všechny do záznamu, já vás vidím, záznamový borci, pozdravte, kdo jste do záznamu. Tak! Co s kamerou?
It's been slower for Team Heretics, but this is their home event.
What's up, Beastie Boys? Funguje to? Nefunguje to, nevidím chat.
In a way that he didn't earlier in this tournament, looked good on map 2. Going on to the Cypher here as well, I think he's great. And he's one of
Yo!
especially on attack.
Ascent!
Extremity player. Yeah, dealing with Lev's aggression.
Very good.
Especially once they have the op online.
Oh, 100%. I'm looking at Heretics here and getting a little worried that they haven't steered away from that composition.
Jedem.
Hoping that doesn't mean that they're going to rely on old habits and fall into things and not see anything new from them, like I had kind of highlighted at the very start of the day.
Jak to jde, draci?
We mentioned the aggression and the pushing out mid.
Stojí Benji.
From this roster, especially with a composition such as this.
Yeah, for Leviathan, this is where you have to show up. You had a great Swiss stage, looked like the best team out of those groups, but now they're in the playoffs. They dominated map 1, but slipped away on that second. It's a team of 4 rookies,
tak.
Only one veteran player here, and very high expectations. This is where they have to show that they can bounce back, that they can live up to those expectations on the global stage.
And to that point, Mimi, they've not really had to suffer any...
Čau Yukiofal, čau Blebka, čau Dropper, čau Menik. Co zatím tu je ten zápas? Třetí mapa, Ascent, looking good. Looking good, Leviathan pořád jedou ten svůj team comp, i když už prohráli s ním dvakrát nebo kolikrát. Riensova, come on! Já dávám storíčko, chat. Jdem na to. Mám hlad. Tak.
Going tooth for nail, blow for blow here on that last map, but it's all going to get decided on Ascent, and there's a lot of questions that we have up in the air immediately.
Mám hlad jak blázen, chat.
We're going to be seeing from these teams from the last time that Lev played this map, and for Heretics now, do they have it in them to be able to battle back?
Čau User, čau Vasuk.
These teams came into Masters London looking like 2 of our best on Ascent. Lev, incredible performances individually inside of Americas. Heretics 4-0 this Jet Neon comp in the EMEA. And yet Lev got spanked by Paper X on this map, which they might have legitimately thought they were the best in the world coming into the tournament. They found out. They found out early. How much have they learned and how much continue
třetí mapa, vamos.
To put that pressure on?
Komu fandíme?
It's like a bit of a hard read here. Team Heretics fully contacting all the way up until they get towards the doorstep. A side.
Potichu to mám, protože mám špatný filtr nastavený. Potom přepnu filtr. Jo, Charvinek. Košmar shorty atak. Frenzy Variant. Ten ho hrozně sjede, kámo. Oh. Jak to jde Košmarasovi, by the way?
They're going to look to fight over this with the paranoia.
To door, yeah they are. The paranoia already sweeps his way forwards, but not expecting this one already.
Ay.
Everybody blinds it up, and King, what a play to make. His team happy to capitalize. They swarm on the opposition. Smelling that blood in the wall.
Byla nějaká velká agrese, až moc. Byla až moc velká agrese od Heretics, ne? Až moc velký frajeřínky dělali.
Heretics are trying to come up with ideas, trying to create some pressure over there. But they just
jako stunnul, by the way.
Positioning of these retakers. They thought they'd be right next to the door, all in tree. Instead they're tucked back.
Bílá tečka je meta chat, by the way.
Being played by Neon and Kicku.
Včera jsem šel ještě jednu chat po streamu, jednu off-stream hru. A zrovna to bylo jakoby 400 ACS, dal jsem si jetku a dal jsem jet defilu, kámo, takže možná dneska budeme pokračovat na streamu. Škoda, že jsem to dal off streamu. A už jsem unavený, kámo.
King with a judge in A main, Sato just jiggling with the molly and cat. They've done their homework, they're going to know how Lev want to play this round.
The judge is a bit of a nightmare if you give it over. And boost
Kupos.
Cut in the gap.
Might be baiting King in.
Yeah, I mean it's good for the judge obviously, but it's also good for Heretics if they can swarm it.
Oh!
Yeah, they're pretty aware, I think. And there it is. Another level of awareness.
Košmaras má outlaw.
Just sort of molly out,
Velký má.
retreat in time.
I mean, the way that Team Heretics are handling even just round 2 here at a disadvantage.
Broken, čo tak broken.
Idea of what Lev are going to be going for.
Yeah, this is something that Lev have been criticized for, not switching up their setups too much in terms of adding to the playbook, being too
Čo Valeši?
simple. It hasn't really been too much of a problem for them. They've
Tak broken, kamo. Můžeš hrát outlaw velký armory, když si prohrál první
even
kolo.
if you anti them, they're still difficult to get through.
Máš lepší nákup než
Like clear home
ty,
would be
co vyhráli kolo.
Heretics here. Still, they are running out of time to make a play towards this. 30 seconds roughly in the round to work towards, and they're making a lot of noise as they look towards B. Trademark's going to be slowing them down potentially if it's not broken in time. It does indeed get detonated, so they're going to be slow to a crawl. 20 seconds remaining. Neon dominating control over the wall.
Měli by nerfnout, kamo, tu stratu.
Multiple players
Somehow.
now spotted out. It's done a lot of damage in the process though, but that rendezvous peels all the way back to safety in time.
Jaký review, kamo.
Just the final few seconds. These players have been softened up. They got to get a move on. They got to get a move on. It is getting mowed down by blows.
Já jsem furt všechny reveal ten týpek, ale chci, že furt všichni svítí, kamo.
Heretics with some nice opportunities to open, but as you said, the time being their biggest enemy there towards the end of things.
Jak reveal 0 dvakrát týpky, kamo, jak to nezničí jako Herety, skutečně nereveal, kde je, kamo.
Heretics with some nice opportunities to open, but as you said, the time being their biggest enemy.
Prostě čím nad nima to je, typci tam běhají, čím nereveal, kamo, typci tam běhají.
Lever about to head into their bonus. They can be extraordinarily aggressive in rounds like this. You will
Sorry.
sometimes see them go for a tiles crunch. We've seen rounds in America's over in 8 seconds.
Yeah.
But this time, patient. And a good job for Heretics as they weren't thinking about it.
Yeah, Rian's a little bit too far forward there. Nian's going to be caught completely unaware, unscoped up, trying to post back up onto the line. Blow's wondering, what the hell do I do from this spot? Cycling for the util, but he's going to peel back.
He doesn't want to give away his position. He's a good sheriff player, but this is a weak weapon to have.
Real tough angle too. It's not going to be favoured onto that line anymore. That's going to be sent up. Now we're going to be pressured.
Dolítal.
In time, it's a good slide. But Koshmar is going to be playing
Dolítal
his
big.
team in.
Very simple, good round here from Heretics. Not trying to get too fancy with it. Boo's attacks like calling was lovely at times on Lotus. He can mix in those very intelligent rounds. Whoa,
That timing.
that timing.
Okay. Pulling out a weapon though. It's going to be traded pretty quickly. Boo not expecting the spike would be there with him. Shouldn't matter too much in the grand scheme of things here. Team Heretics, massive player advantage. Post plant looks pretty sublime.
Split 13 by the way, dostali Heretics, what the fuck.
The attackers are not going to take a lot of rounds usually on Ascent. So if you can put pressure on the economy by playing for exits,
Už si nevšim ani.
it normally pays off in the long run.
Kámo, to actually je dost možný, že prohrajou Heretics, ne?
Spike.
Jak vypadal ten Lotus shot?
If he can do as much damage as possible, just the one.
Yeah, good updraft from Woot.
Yeah. Enables Team Heretics to take 3 weapons forwards into the next round.
Dobrý updraft od Woota, ale má 0-3. Něco mi říká, že jestli Heretics prohraje ten zápas, tak Košmara zletí. Názor?
It's very simple stuff. They just post up on angles and they're looking for the aggression to come into them. B-man default, go into a B exit,
Dej názor.
utilize your Neon to be able to put a lot of pressure on the side anchor. Usually though, Leviathan are going to have much better weapons to be able to work with.
A round like this, I see it utilized. Odin, operator in play here. We'll listen in to see what Lev have got up their sleeves.
Vamos botar a garagem, guys.
Cypher tá pra
Kámo,
minha homem lá, tá?
dejte mi translatora.
Saiam.
Gate M1, Gate M1. Cansei, fazer o meio?
Eu tenho garagem, guys.
Tamo standard,
E
Bruno.
agora é macro.
É macro,
Eu
agora.
vou.
Câmera do Cypher. Quebrar a câmera, quebrar a câmera.
Cypher.
Vai ter passar a vinha.
Calma, tô indo no meio, calma.
Cuidado na King, eu
Se eu
tenho a B.
contato, eu vou bangar e vou abrir, Bruno. Se tiver close minion. Tô perto do ataque ainda.
Ty jak mi rozumět, třeba mi nebudu hned.
Vamos indo pra lá. Dá olha. Vou dar um
Varanda,
tiro.
varanda, varanda.
Tome varanda, 2.
There's constant information being delivered out. Commands rattled, I think, from some of the sound cues. that
Čumkám, jak to vypadá,
How to walk into Neon.
Neon's right there, though.
že se nic neděje a typci furt mluví.
Slide is a
O,
second layer to this plan. Trap might be sprung, but how the hell did you get past all of this now? King reveals his hand, but he's happy to do so. He knows that they're not going to want to wade into the judge angle, not too willingly.
He is at some point going to run out of these smokes.
mě zajímalo, na eventu,
He's got around
zatím,
7 seconds until
kolik,
another one can be deployed.
Dissipates.
kolik kol dali týmy na defendu a kolik na ataku. Mně přijde ten Ascent je nejvíc one-sided mapa, co normálně aktuálně v tom mapulu i v pro play, kámo.
3v5 though. Economy's going to be impressed if Team Heretics end up losing this one and giving away the guns, but they're going to contact in as much as they possibly can. It's a good swing. Rians rips away 2. Now there needs to be a bit of a speed up here from the rest of the Heretics squad. Who's going to be TPing in?
Mám dát analýzu Urza, co dělají? A počkej. Oni tekli Ayman, že jo? A já to vnímám tak na půl, já můžu to vnímat na full a řeknu ti, kamo, co dělají.
He showed you early doors his Omen, then his Jet, and now the chamber that he's been absolutely destroying people with in Americas
and
in the Swiss stage.
Yeah.
Tak,
Heretics seem like they're in two minds of
teď to zrovna jdu rašovat. Budu porčit na Heaven, podle mě.
You've got to at least fight for the round.
But
it did destroy their economy. So now they're on a half buy.
To bude čistá. Záleží, jestli vyhrajou pistolky na defendu.
Crazy to do this on an anti-eco.
Yeah, he's letting it loose anyway. Alongside the stun, the molly's going to be burning them to crisps. Oh my! It's doing all sorts of damage now in a highlight.
Kámo, ty jeho revealy úplně vždycky, kámo, to je extrém.
Heretics trying to really make it go a bit. Hold on, the judge's not going to be good at that angle. Woods. Just try and get involved.
To byl nechutný read, by the way.
Now Rians.
To byl actually nechutný read. What the fuck?
Spike is irretrievable.
To byl full jakoby all in read, kámo. Agrese do EK. Oni nevěděli podle mě, že budou mít EK, protože měli peníze na 3 zbraně, ale...
Sometimes teams will come in with game plans where they want to take the riskier option when they have a big advantage with weapons, just for the condition, just so the Heretics start thinking that that's a possibility. Because it is going to make the attack side slower to go and take A main, slower to go and take B main.
Tohle ty playe jsou nejlepší od Leviathan, kámo, podle mě na celém eventu, protože oni takhle hrajou celou tu jejich ligu. Oni jsou nejvíc scripted tým na turnaji prostě a tohle týpci dělali podle mě třeba 150krát na streamech už. 1:1. Ale jakoby...
I mean, he's such a showman. He really is.
Element, kámo.
He's peering over at the Team Heretics players.
On to jedno, že děláš to furt stejně, když to je tak dobře craftnutý, že to nemá žádnou gapu skoro. Fandíš Heretics, ale podle mě prohrajou, kámo. Jsem si nevšiml toho splitu 13-3, kámo.
Expectation-wise, they are playing for the long con. This is a journey for them, essentially. They're just looking to rack up experience. The trophies, for them, are something in the distance that they have yet to grab. They are looking to play that long con in terms of the journey that they're taking with this squad, but the Heretics, they've been through this before. They've known disappointment, they've known grand finals where they haven't been able to lift the trophy, and now on the verge of elimination. This is where the pressure gets made manifest, I think.
Much
like your chances of lifting trophies in Valorant, the opportunities, they are few and far between. Yeah. You can't afford to let them slip. And here, on the attack side of Ascent, you have similar situations. You're not expected to win a round, so if you get
shock dart z crouche a pak hned spamuje.
With rifles back for Team Heretics, they just disrespect A main instantly. Lev are not going to run the same strategy again. They call the bluff.
Tak, makrovice, jo.
Take this space, depositing somebody in there.
A main take, mid take.
Cam's going to be spotting him.
Jediný, co nemají Heretics a B main. No ten mid nemají. Dobrý wallbang, je to taky dělám countu, ten wallbang. To má zhledu si stává, nestává. Já jsem si řekl, že to dneska budu dát nosit. Tohle stop midu je...
Benji's going to be close. Shoulder to shoulder, and that's just a little brief fire. Rians knowing the angles like the back of his hand.
He was fishing for that one a couple of times.
Yeah. Re-exploration by Lev.
Jsem rád, že to nedronil.
Down a player, what a response.
Spam.
Yeah, beautiful.
Straight through, up the gut.
Tady Anever trošku.
Takes a peek, takes the head clean off, and he's going to be
dobrý
risky
pick
business
od
from
Zata.
Lev here. They're down a player. To see if they can even things up. The drone can be met with a paranoia, but
Je dead, dostane se ultinu.
King is in a lot of trouble. That is lovely work by Riaz.
Oh!
Preempts it. At least the TP was going to be online, just swinging it way.
A je vyhraný kolo od Heretics. Zrovna se na to soustředí, tak vyhrajou kolo. Easy. Easy, all me.
King even got lucky. He failed the teleport, and that actually let him survive. Riaz otherwise was perfect with the Hunter's Fury. This might even just be a save round for Lev.
Yeah.
You don't have a clue where any of the Team Heretics players are, but with that kill, s0pp twice now.
Košek hovnu. Koš.
Barreling into Heretics. Taking heads, taking names.
Not quite entries, but he's just taking straight up raw aim duels. Still going to be the save though.
Yeah.
They're too far away to make anything of it, and King too low. But he's scoping out some of the setups.
I mean, playing for exits here is also really good, though. Like, trying to do some level of economic damage to Heretics.
Tady je jedno úplně, jak zahraje Košmaras by the way. Je jedno, jak zahraje Košmaras by the way, ale budou změny, protože vůdce zblázní tam. A Heretics si podle mě váží vůta natolik, že to řekne, tak to bude a on nebude chtít hrát podle mě, chápeš. Tuhle to přesně. Tohle už jsem viděl. Tohle bylo, když Košmaras hrál Chambera. Když Košmaras hrál Chambera, to byl první zápas. Teď insta byly změny, insta byly změny, když ty lístky byly takhle. A Wood zrovna ještě hrál dobře, ale stejně, kámo. Insta byly změny. U nás zkusí jiný kompozice a potom, když to nevyjde, tak podle mě Košmaras.
Anchoring it down, holding it down over towards the stage, but he needs a bit of a bailout, needs some assistance. That's going to be the fast lane. Try and help him out, insert some of his teammates with reinforcements, gives him possibility of peeling back, but Rian's cutting it up, tight to the angle, not anticipated. Benji's right there alongside him, shoulder to shoulder, but again, snappy, magnetic stuff from Spike.
Já se omlouvám, man.
Multitude of directions now, wondering where the next fight is going to be coming from. Boo, deep TP.
Nechci být hater nebo něco, ale furt věřím v nějakou jako nějakou kámo filozofii práce. A jakoby určitě zahrál dobře Košmaras a všechno a tak dále. Tou broken neonkou. Tohle měl vyhrát Heretics, to je piči, že to nevyhráli. Ale prostě on... Není šance, že nemá gapy v tom gameplay. Není šance, že nemá gapy v tom gameplay, protože má půl roku experience, půl roku. Chápeš? Prostě... Tam jsou gapy, který my nevidíme, chápeš? Třeba v decision makingu, v komunikaci, chápeš? Gapy, který zaplnil tím, že byl extrémně dobrý v abuzování toho non movementu, ale jakože... Je to můj kámoš a všechno, ale nevěřím tomu, že jde na ready prostě fully. Samozřejmě jsem trochu zaujatý, že tady hraju kámo 6 let, ale chápeš?
Wants to post up potentially here. The dart actually not triggering onto the one side of things, but
moje Skyrim teorie, že máš prostě 50 různých kámo odrůd, tohle skill tree. Tak tu pořád věřím a myslím si, že to skill tree kvůli matematice nemůže mít kámo tak vysoko. Že půl roku hraje kámo turnaj, půl roku. To nejde dohnat fully, že jo, Urza. To souhlasím, ale to zkoušeli i s s0ppem. Zkoušeli to narychlo dohrát i s s0ppem a zjistili, že to nejde prostě. Tam jsou prostě tendence, kámo, který prostě nejdou změnit z měsíce na měsíc. Timo. Co dělám co to, kámo? Jsou tendence, kámo, ze kterýma lidi... To je strašně dobrý. Tu ten bait and switch, co dělali Leviathan, je, kámo, šéfský z by the way. Už to udělali po druhý, co vnímám. Po druhý to nasypalo. Bait and switch, kámo, starý dobrý bait and switch, to kámo dělal vždycky shouty s Omenem, vole, a s dualistou, a oni to dělají tady s Chamberem. Mega dobrý, tak. Mi vypadlo, co jsem chtěl říct. Jo, ale prostě, víš, o čem mluvím, Urza, prostě, že v momentech, kdy musíš zahrát agresivně, on zahraje pasivně a obráceně. Takých momentů je prostě hodně v těch hrách a v těch mapách a v těch situacích. A toho prostě nejde naučit, že jo, narychlo. Mu to řekneš, kámo, 10krát, no to s ním udělá na piču. Protože prostě hraje chvilku. Aspoň tak to vidím já, kámo. Mám bohužel zkušenost i jako i dva hráče, že prostě, který hrajou roky, tak to furt dojebávají. A řekl bych, že já to někdy dojebu, ale prostě něco na čem prostě pracuješ roky, no.
3 rounds remaining, and Heretics feeling good about this one. Woot even got to upgrade.
It's a big round from Heretics, big pace increase up through mid. Taking it in multiple different directions. There were chances, I think, hot shots from Lev where they could have potentially come away with a kill or two, but it was lack of hesitation, I think, that's the name of the game.
No to je jedno. Třetí kolo pro Heretics, actually very good for them. Tak kamaráde, já jsem si říkal, proč mi nejde dát víčko na mrkvový salát. Ano, už tam je. Ten zkušená víčko na víčko, kurva. V obchodě tam. Kradl jsem jednu navíc. Když už, tak by si musel udělat jak Leviathan, tam podají nemají zkušenosti, ale jich tam víc a stará se o něký, který je zkušený a funguje to. Ne. Z části pravda, z části ne, Barte. Leviathan to mají udělat tak, že hrajou setnutě. Leviathan, všechno, co dělají týpci, jim namaloval, kámo, na papírek ten plešatý coach a King, kámo, v šatnách, vole, basically. Jak Jirka Luňák, vole, tam na tabuli, s Pepíkem Hnátkem. Oni hrajou podle papírku. A proto, chápeš. A situačky, OK, jakože, situačky, každá situačka se nedá na papírek. Ale mají podle mě i scripted reakce, jakoby. Ale jako máš pravdu. To dělá košmara na jednou. Nice shot. Ale ty Leviathan tam mají zase podobně, by the way, to jak jsem říkal, ten skill tree, že oni nejsou tak zkušený hráči, ale mechanicky jsou extrémně dobrý. Chápeš, že ten Skyrimový skill tree se jim prostě vyrovná. Myslím si, že v metě, která se hrála před 2 rokama, by tuhle ty hráči byli úplně v prdeli. Ale oni prostě oni sedí do tuhle mety, že jo, ty hráči Leviathan. Prostě fight! A mně se strašně líbí, že tuhle ten gameplay jsem dělal 2021, co dělá Blows. Celý kolo vrtá. A ten Grammar říkali, kámo, tu rolíš tím Odinem. O 5 let dopředu, týpek tady na International prostě.
He had the read early on of where Sada was going to be playing. You saw it. Round 2, in fact, where he was looking with the Outlaw and caught onto Sato. And this is another round with the exact same outcome. The finest.
Jo, to některý kouči mají taky rádi bát, když...
A lot of pressure coming out from Neon.
Nebo hodně koučů to má rádo, když ty hráči jsou ještě nepopsaný, no. Už začíná být problém pro mě, kámo. Čím jsem starší, tím víc jsem popsaný, kámo. Ale z některých lidí to mají rádi, kámo. Musíš mít asi mix týmu takových lidí, asi. Nebo nevím, kámo. Pak máš G2, kde všichni jsou popsaný, kámo. Když Trent nebyl, no, no. Nejlepší možná lepší příklad? Tam je Kicku. I don't know.
Lev taking a timeout here. It's a major difference between potentially worst case scenario 6-6 half or an 8-4.
Ale 4 kola jsou actually dobrý.
Game winning. Tournament extending. So all the pressure now.
Kdyby dali 6-6 Alpha Heretics, tak si pískají strašně.
Mounting over the course of this series, it's starting to reach the pinnacle.
Další Arash.
Not dissuaded from taking this A main space early on.
They're rapid, using util. Paranoia.
King's got a judge, does he go for it?
They're not hiding their intended orb, but there are players that potentially could make a play. It's a no-scope into the smoke. Young going fishing for it, doesn't actually find it here. Way ahead of it. Forwards now, that's a big reveal from the dart. Boo's gonna get tagged up.
Kámo, ten Blows je buď nejlepší sova na světě, anebo Heretics jsou nejhorší tým na ničení dartu na světě. Jedno z toho.
Hunter's Fury now, this is meant to stop and punish. It's stunned to them for now. Blows are being caught way out into the open and that follow-up tag, softening up King.
Mega dobrá ulti, no.
Offloaded, run it back from Sado, is jumping down, eventually traded out, but he does claim the wall.
What?
What is that by Neon? Finding these kills. Shrouded, covered up, Howler doing it. That is just ridiculous! Sato!
Jakoby well played Sato, ale na druhou stranu
But what the hell was
Riot Games. Je to to, co jakoby chceme? Je to to, co chceme, Riot Games? Je to to, co chceme? Je to to zajímavé kolo? Je on flashl? Ne, oni nezničili ten recon. Ne, ten flash byl po tom reconu, oni neničí recon. Ale je tohle to, co chceme? Riot Games? To nemá nic do sebe, ten retake. Co udělal Sato? Vybil z Heavenu, vzal jeden dry duel, vzal třetí dry duel. Hotovo.
Last chance of this half.
What the fuck?
Everything here for Team Heretics.
Another round where they want to go over towards A early on, but King, he's here.
Už dokázal zaplnit díru, co mi nebudu nechal.
Instead of helping Neon over towards Cat, he's trying to stop.
To je jakoby cokoliv je lepší než comeback, Sebastian, než comeback neumí anglicky, jakoby nechci hrát s týpkem, co neumí mluvit tvojí řečí, že jo. A tak vypo, druhý frak. Jak chceme ještě, že jsou hráči popsaný, tak čím jsi starší, kámo, ne, že bych byl starší, ale když hraješ, kámo, 6 let, 5 let z toho už nějaký turnaje, tak je rozdíl v tom, co už jsi jakoby zažil a jakoby, jak to říct, dal jako pravidla, než když hraješ půl roku. Prostě, kámo, jednodušší to popsat, že už starší hráči nejsou tak tvarovatelní, tak to je jako i s lidma, že jo.
See what they can do in a spot like this. A lot of Utah waiting, but they've got those rifles trained regardless for it. Trying to adjust it in time. It's just the one leading it forward. Benji.
Počkej, jako co chceme Riot? Tak na tom retakeu všiml jsi, kolik bylo použitých abilit? 0. Phoenix ultina byla jediná abilita, co použili na ten retake. A Valorant je first person shooter s abilitama. Ne, first person shooter čistý. Mně se mne, tohle je anti na Rience nebo ne, ale actually Rience tohle dělá často, že fightí plant. To je Rienceovina, kámo. A Jaspasovina, by the way.
Absolutely absurd ending to the half. All on the line, elimination between these two teams. Plays being made across the board, but it is Lev.
Určitě typ hráčů, co tohle dělá do nekonečna, no. Mě neplentne. A naopak třeba takový booster by vždycky plentl, že jo, chápeš? To prostě už ty lidi, kámo, ale... Neon kamarád je Američan, takže nevím, jestli má nastudovaný Orienta.
In esports, legendary moments demand speed, scale, and soul. Players and fans bring the heart. Technology brings it to life. Every frame, every stat, every decisive play. In partnership with the Valorant Champions Tour, we're driving digital innovation that empowers the esports ecosystem to keep expanding. So players can focus on the game, and fans can focus on the moment.
Heretics můžou vyhrát in my book, když vyhrajou pistolky. Jakmile prohrajou pistolky, tak měním title streamu na G2 versus FUT. Máš koukat FUT versus G2? Budu. To jsi říkal o tom ritiku, je za mě pičovina, použili recon, který se zdivil, že nezničili. Tak, OK.
going to be playing. You saw it.
To byla až druhá vlna toho retakeu.
All the pressure now.
To nebyl retake toho, když zabil na ten spam.
Back push Maris
To
is
byl jenom prostě odchyt na fragy.
just answering back push Maris is blind kill over towards Heaven as well. Look at this. This is where the recon comes from.
Vidíš? Tohle není ještě retake. To je jenom číky kokotinka. Což prostě jsou dementi, že nezničili simple recon. Ten flash byl po tom reconu, by the way.
What the hell was that from Neon?
Okay.
I guess just answering back push Maris is blind kill over towards Heaven as well. Look at this. This is where
Takový recon už je jako na stěně, teďko už pulznul. Teďko už měl být zničený. Teďko už ten puls existuje. Vidíš, ten typek už je revinutý před tím flashem.
comes from.
A neretakeujou
Blind with
s
the
tím.
flash.
Vidíš, na suchý duel jedna paranoja.
Sado's just done so much though in this round.
A to je halus. Suchý duel, nic nikdo nepoužívá.
Has the Phoenix on
Suchý duel, nic nikdo nepoužívá. Vidíš to? Kurva, hrajem.
The Tide just missing the timing on that one, but Neon, he's able to just peel back to safety.
That was crazy that the first ping didn't get
I
him.
know, just from the smoke dissipating, right?
Nevím, nehraju Overwatch, Evil.
4v5 in a reclear through B main. They
Ale vadí mi tu ta double duel meta. Podle mě nejzdravější Valorant je, když se hraje double iniciátor. Ale to je jenom můj názor, ale
Safe as anything. Given up a lot of control up to
British, že double iniciátor, single duelist, single smoker, single sentinel je jakoby
There's no real
way
trips
to
even
go.
to interact with.
to anchor them back, forwards and away. Big reveal. One way at least with the cage.
Když byl Valorant v píku v viewershipu, tak se hrála tu ta meta.
It's two players. Blink of an eye. It is traded now in a 2v3 for this pistol. Koshmara's feeling like he has to go for this one now. Visually gliding his way into the fight. Spotting multitude of targets, but it needs pure heroics. He can't stand up to it. The test that Lev are putting on display right now. Good shots from Rians. Shock darts at the ready. To be sidestepped and dodged for now. The dart not revealing it. 75 health to work with. Double dab leaping into the fray.
Nevím, kámo.
Surrounder tuck for Leviathan. It could just be the death blow. First nail in the coffin for this Team Heretics squad.
Everything has been going wrong for Heretics.
Moje double sentimeta?
They've lost to a Vitality.
Nebo double initiator, mají buffovat i initiatory. Ale klidně ať je double sentimeta, reálně ať je klidně double sentimeta. Lepší než tohle. A rankedy jsou strašně cooked, kámo. Ten pro play ještě aspoň něco používá, ale v rankedech, kámo, každá jedna hra Clove, Jet, Reyna, Chamber. Každá jedna, Clove, Jet, Reyna, Chamber, Clove, Jet, Reyna, Chamber, Clove, Jet, Reyna, Chamber, Neon. Ještě jako bonus. Tu těch 5 kokotů mám furt, kámo.
Contrast that with Lev, the way that they're playing, it's freeing almost. Jumping out of their seats, screaming, playing to the crowd.
They got to experience the other side of this too. They got absolutely.
Speaking of Jetka, dneska hrám Jetku chat na streamu. Včera jsem si dal off stream Jetku. A zjistil jsem, že ta hra je fakt píčovin. Pardon. Super. Že jakoby fakt, kámo, to je farm fest s tou Jetkou. Nikde není nic, kámo. Nikde není nic, to je fakt farma, když chápeš tu hru. Já vždycky hraju, kámo, s Jetkami tu hru nechápou, no. Ti ukážu, Pablo, co jsem hrál včera off stream. Co se děje, kámo? Proč neplentíme? Proč neplentíme? Jet s Phoenixem, jo, něco takyho budu hrát, no. Budu koukat vodka na sovu, ale hrát tu sovu budu jenom, když budu mít duo, co hraje duelistu, že budu hrát solo. Nice, Sato, kámo, ale... Nice shot, Sato. Holy shit.
And it's Sado again. He runs Ascent. The desk was saying when they think of Ascent, they think of players like Riens. You better start thinking about players like Sado. He's outrageous here.
Adjustment here.
Small reset of the recoil.
Jet gameplay, chcete vidět, že můj Jetka? Po tomhle kole ukážu Jetku. Takový hovna vypisoval Filu. Každý kolem vypisoval hovna Filu. Nevěděl, to jsem já.
Fight's not over yet. They've managed to get a couple of guns. Silver lining being they did damage to the lev economy.
But this is a bonus.
It is,
I mean, you should be able to win this
G2.
one.
Exactly. And Lev, all those kills racked up. Sado has got to run it back.
Uvidíme, jak budou hrát dneska G2. Ale futka mají formu, takže jim będzie, že G2 pojedou domů. By the way, jako top 4 týmy, či není ani jeden americký tým. A minulý Champions vyhrál americký tým. What the fuck?
Flash. The smoke is up. Paranoia is good to try and play this one all the way back in. Spike's in a bit of trouble. It's an ult immediately dissipated. There's Woot blindly firing. The refight though over towards Cat, a little bit overzealous.
Já nevím, jestli Jetku můžu hrát na každé mapě, kámo. Některé mapy jsou podle mě horší pro tu Jetku.
It's pure brilliance in the moment. Unique idea to get away from this dodgy situation. Spike now being dropped down.
Leve teoreticky americký tým, to je pravda. A nejsou top 4, že jo? Nejsou top 4, Pablo. Tohle je lover. Chad, look at this. Skoro jsem měl nervy a udělal jsem tu brikuli off stream. Děkujete, včera jsem nemohl vyhrát se Sovou. Ani hovno prostě. 1 KD, nic. S Fejtkou nic, s Rejskou nic. Šel jsem off stream jednu. Proti mě Filu na Jetce. A zjistil jsem, že to není taková věda, kámo. Fiat s kukátkem a dělat hovna. Měl jsem 9-2 na něm. A s Ghostem jsem na 12 kg, kámo. 4 s typem, 4 s nožema, 2x outlaw. Dneska zkusíme zás 29-13 proti Filu a Nita.
5 rounds being the difference for Heretics. You're gonna have to claw it back 1 round at a time.
Prostě běháš, vole, a mastíš.
Woot is looking to try to get aggressive.
Fighting his dash forwards, taking a fight straight to them.
That's crazy.
Not sure if that's a misstep or what, but
must have been a misinput.
Na jaké mapě je Jetka zlá podle tebe?
Just maybe the nerves getting to him a little. Tucks himself back in the wine with no exit strategy. He's got no
Nemyslí nutně zlá, jakože dá se zahrát všude. Ale určitě přijde těžší třeba na Fracture zahrát, jakože stejně dobře jako na Breeze. Ne, Breeze je možná nejlepší mapa pro Jetku, kámo.
But they've seen it once, so Lev pivot, other direction. Low is drawn in towards B, indicates this is going to be a B split.
Split Fracture, split taky je takovej divný, no.
Keep Lev guessing as they go into this B split now. It's onto the angry players.
Vím, kámo, ta mapa je o operátoru a doslova Jetka je nejlepší s operátorem. Nože jsou insane na té mapě, vole. Všechno je dobrý. A Breeze ty daše tam jsou taky dobrý. Updraft tam je mega dobrý, kámo. Máš strašně moc dobrých poziček.
This whole game, they have
no way to go primitivní, kámo. Nebo když jdou Ačko, na defendu seš, máš nožíky, jdeš na bridge, updraftneš přes ten bridge, přes tu Viper wallu, kámo, triple kill, nazdar, vole. Nikdo nečeká, že tam vyletíš, vole. Na midu to nefunguje, bohužel už. Všichni už čekají na mých rankerech mid updraft. Ale když tam třeba ještě někdo flashne ze dveří, nebo nějaký dobrý reveal, tak prostě taky za defendu, kámo, mid, updraft, přes tu zítku, prc. No jo, Pablo. Nebo prostě málo kdo hraje Harbora, tady ta Anita hrál sice Harbora, ale normálně hrajou Viper. A jakože píkovat s dashem skrz tu Viper wallu, to je absolutní free kill, absolutní. To taky nikdy nikdo nekouká do té Viper wally na Bčku třeba. Píkneš prostě do executu, prc, vole, nazdar, jdeš zpátky.
To round 11, feeling inevitable that it will move to 12. Woot not going to get his chance here to take the shot. It is patience being played for, calling for the pause once more. Lev just making Team Heretics stew.
They make these moments excruciating to play.
Anyway, jaký takového rozebírají té Heretics?
You're down a couple of players, but Lev are giving you nothing. No information around the map.
Tak je
You're
tak,
scared to
Pablo.
pick any angle. You don't know where you can.
Jenže je Bastard, já jsem dělal i analýzu chat, jakoby na to. A prostě v top 10 EU zase, tak kámo, třeba max 2 lidi, co nemají top 3 agenty jetku. To všichni hrajou jetku, kámo, zase. Ne na všech mapách, ale všichni tam mají prostě, vole. Ano. Jak Neonka, vole, před tím nerfem.
It's going to be saved up here, soaking up an abundance of this Utah. We're trying to play forwards and around inside the cages. A bit of spam forwards. Benji reveals it. Now his position's noted inside.
Ještě to je nerfnutý. Ještě to je nerfnutý, viď? Ty kokone. Ještě to je nerfnutý, vole. Hodně dobrá postava. Jako Boo úplně nemá nervy. To může bude replay, jenom bojové.
Get a little sloppy in clutch scenarios. They always think that they're gonna peak. This is an owner team first and foremost. They have that discipline to close out these 5v3s. And they have 7 chances to close out this lower bracket match and send Heretics packing.
It's all in now for Heretics. It's a matter of survival. They've got to drag it back 1 round at a time, otherwise they will be exiting far earlier than anticipated.
Zrovna to těch dvou týmů, na který koukáme chat, tak jakoby nezbývá nic jiného než hrát Neonku, protože se dostali na ten event tím, že vám trikovali Neonku, oba dva, ten Spike Zin i ten Košmar a Spirity, všude jsem je neviděl na něčem jiném než na Neonku. Ale ten tým, co vyhraje, můj tip je, že tým, co vyhraje Masters nebo hra Neonku, actually. Můj tip je, že vyhraje Paper No Vitality ten event. A oba dva týmy hrajou Jet. Race. Uvidíme. Ne, Adamko, to bylo off-stream, takže teda musím dneska dát nějakou lepší o dobrou hru na streamu. Uvidíme, Poláček. Kostřelecký je next level prox. Jo, Derke hrál dřív Neonku, že jo, skoro všude před nerfem, ale teďko podle mě si pikne jetku rád všude. Na splitu hrál Neonku třeba před nerfem. Hodně. I na eventu hrál Neonku. Možná na Fracture, protože na Fracture jetka je hovno. Riens triple kill Spector. Actually ho zachránil nerf. Zachránil Bua nerf Shortiny.
And Lev could not quite hunt him down. Riens, he delivered them a triple on low. He still pulled through. Here it delivers them a triple with a Spectre of all weapons.
It's unbelievable.
And it's just enough. Neon there probably getting punished by the shorty nerf.
Skoro no. 38 na Neon, 4-1. Jako... Můžeme se tady tahat za slova za kokůtky, vole. Hotovo, by the way, dohráno. By the way, tohle by se mělo studovat, jak nehrát Ascent Defend. Ani mi nepřijde, že by nějaký insane atak, kámo, ty Leviathan. Jenom Heretics prostě furt umírali, furt. Heretics nevyhrál ani jeden zápas. Jako number 1 seed.
Lev showcased excellence in form, in resilience, in discipline. And Heretics just couldn't find themselves here at London.
Really couldn't.
Bitter defeat for Benji Fishy in front of his home crowd.
What was meant to be quite a beautiful moment for this squad here. They take a bow. This event, it just could not be. The Leviathan.
Co mi říká, že košmara do košmara. Je tohle downfall of MA? Ne, Vitality budou nejlepší, kámo.
The energy, you can just feel it off this squad, man, what they give out.
It's incredible that they have so much energy, so much playmaking potential, and yet they found such a great balance.
To jsou prostě bobíci, kámo, to jsou plní děti, vole.
Not overheating. I'm always impressed when I watch them recently. King's calling as well towards the end there. Beautiful.
Důležitý říct, chat, že hraní na počítači nekazí oči, mají jenom 4 z nich braille. A já taky.
Desperately trying to avoid them. The Heretics, they will have to watch from the sidelines as the rest of the tournament continues on without them.
Nedělal bych si, kdyby King měl ještě čočky na sobě jenom.
Like you said, they are the Sharks in that lower bracket. Dangerous team, you don't want to run into them. You never know what kind of form they're going to be on a given day, but it's usually going to be top
Kde Watchparty FUT G2? Yes sir.
And they've showcased as well that they've got a map pool that's completely capable of being able to take down these bigger squads. Heretics have got years more experience, but they could not handle them on maps where Lev felt confident.
Yeah.
That map 1 and 3, they weren't really close.
With that being said, we're going to send it down to the floor momentarily. Frankie is standing by, one of the star players of Leviathan. Take it away for the Verizon Podcast.
Nechápu, kámo, ale...
You are an international rookie, so how are you managing to look like a veteran on this stage?
Então, Neo, tecnicamente você é rookie em campeonatos internacionais. Como você se sente como se fosse veterano aqui agora?
Não, eu tô muito feliz porque eu tô vivendo literalmente meu sonho. É algo que eu...
Je to actually rookie, či jdeme se podívat, jestli je actually rookie ten typek.
Estar nesse stage, vivir essa experiência, então tô muito feliz.
82 zápasů. Leviathan Academy 2022 už. 4 roky dozadu.
Well, you're not used to playing against European teams. You've not had that experience before. How did you manage to adjust to
Je to
win this
rookie.
match?
Então, levando em
Není to rookie, podle mě moc.
você não tem tanta experiência jogando com times europeus, vocês se adaptaram muito bem. Como é que foi isso?
Não, nós sempre se vai preparando, tipo...
Typek hraje non-stop 4 roky, no.
E sempre tentamos fazer, tipo...
Ale jako je to rookie na international stage, samozřejmě.
Não pensamos, tipo, na pessoa que temos na frente, só vamos, tipo, na cara e vamos a fazer nosso jogado, e isso foi o dia de hoje, e amassamos e estamos muito felizes.
I'm really happy because in the end of the day, we just like try to take like a game after game, like trying to put our gameplay on the day. And we don't have like much pressure, like from whomever we're gonna face or not. We just like try to do our best on our gameplay against them.
Na cara? No, že si ho dal na cara, no.
You got 13-1 by PRX. So how did you manage to get the map right this time?
Então, a gente veio de 13 a 2.
Protože začínali zátak proti Double Stenty a Joruovi.
Como isso foi possível?
Não, são coisas que acontecem, tipo, num partido desse nível, todos os times são muito bons. Pode acontecer uma vez, depois podemos vir com coisas melhores, podemos tipo fazer reset melhor, mas o que sempre fazemos é não pensar tanto no passado, senão no presente. Vivemos no presente, não pensamos tanto o que aconteceu contra PaperX e só jogamos como temos que jogar e estamos muito felizes pelo dia de hoje.
Well, in the end of the day, like we don't have to think much about the past. Like we don't think much about what we happened with PRX. We just try to like focus what we have to do because it can happen. Like we can have like a great series, we can lose here, we can come up with something better. So I'm really happy that we were able to get this result here.
We're so happy to see you stick around in London for us.
Mluvila se ptala, že jestli v té další mapu dávat rychlejší open killy.
Então, a gente está muito feliz de você estar aqui em Londres.
Rád víc killů, kámo, další zápas? Nebo míň?
Não, na verdade eu estou muito feliz pelo fato que tenho, tanto para o fato de outro time também, não só para tanto fato que temos nós, mas tipo, você vibrar tanto, tipo gritar todas as rodadas, é algo muito bom para nós. Eu estava jogando e já escutava tipo uma canção da Leviathan de atrás, então sempre eu estou muito feliz pelo...
Jak si to můžeš zapamatovat, ten týpek napravo?
I am really happy with all the support, with all the fans that not only like personally for me, for the whole team, they are here shouting for us. When I was playing, and I could actually hear people like calling Leviathan, like chanting for us, and that was like really happy moment for me, and like that helps us a lot on stage.
Well, obrigada, congratulations. Thank you so much, Neon. I'll let you go and meet more of those fans. As for the rest of you
Hruška
guys,
down bad, kamo, hruška down bad, soustřed na hru. Vzadu, ten EDG, viděl jsi to? Ten obrázek, kamo, jak tam Kanka šlape na hlavu tomu... Slobovi, to mi jako řekni, co se tam stalo včera. To, co se tam stalo včera, kamo? Proč má SOP 10 000 komentářů a death threats? Za to, že mu řekl Kankan, you can hold shit. A týpci se to přeložili, nerozumím tomu, že Kankan go home chink, kámo, že mu řekl. Kámoško, a za chink mu napsali 10 000 komentářů a death threats. A všude, kámo, trash talk, všude. Co to kurva je, kámo? Jako to je takový level hejtu, že actually... Jsem si říkal, jsem zkoušel jako... Kdybych byl v jeho kůži, jestli kámo bych byl schopný to ustát nebo ne, protože kámo... Ten Kankan nebo těch Čínanů je tolik, vole. Já jsem na to koukal několikrát, Pavlo, a neslyším tam žádný chink právě. Ale jakože... Zvědavý, jestli dokáže dneska hrát v klidu, SOP. Já taky viděl ten klip, Pavlo, několikrát, Pavlo.
Yeah, so I want to ask then, because you have had to show a lot. You had a long Swiss stage, you're in the lower bracket now. If you want to win this tournament, you have to go all the way through the lowers. Yep. Do you think your style can...
Lepší kole to bylo to už OK. Zajímavé. Já jsem neviděl, by the way, že jim to tolik vadí. Že nevím, že jsou chink, kámo. Jak jste se nevěděl, že jsme to takhle haklivý, vole, ani.
Doing a trap or if we're actually playing towards that side.
So you'll show the same thing but have a different round off of it.
Yes, and eventually just coming up with new stuff or just at some point I like to just start playing more reactive, like just start off with a default and just play macro.
Kind of read off of them, stuff like that. Yeah, and it makes sense. Hey, well look, we're not going to keep it too long. I want to know who's this guy? Who's this
guy? Ticho, Pavlo, ticho.
My girlfriend. Awesome. She's here with me.
Máte hotové shot cally už? Jo. 3krát je mutový, kámo. Mých 3 účtech na Twitchi.
Now we're 4 years in, so wow. It's just like whenever I'm alone, because many times I'm alone, it's like the sign that she's here with me.
Hell yeah, brother. I know that. I know that. Now I gotta
Cute.
ask my wife.
Cute. Cute. Vidíme se v gymu.
Always a pleasure to talk to you, my man.
Já samozřejmě nedržím palce. Jako.
Incredible win, but that is going to do it for us here. Of course, folks, we have plenty more to come because it's going to.
Zeus postal, že spal 2 hodiny kvůli bolesti zubu. Kámo, na to jednoduchý fix, čistit si zubiska. No nic. Košmara z puta. Kámo, ono miluje? Ono miluje se to, nebo co? Proč targetoval toho košmara se? Vstávej, on ho předtím BMoval? On si předtím stoupal košmaras? Jo, Fingy. A ty od kdy umíš, kámo? Brazilský.
Wow, thousands of Verizon customers. Oh, you got the free Verizon tickets too? No, I'm with amazing seats. I'm sorry. Okay. And even pitch side access.
Are you? David Beckham, a Verizon customer.
This used to be for players. Now it's for Verizon customers. No one gets you closer.
Ty jsi Brazilec, Pavlo?
On Verizon.
Brazilský Japonec, klasicky sato. Opatrně, Pavlo, tady kam, aby si nedostal nějaký nepříjemný DMs na Twitteru. Omen reakci, viděl jsem takovej kam bobíkovskou reakci na tom desku, jestli myslíš na tom desku. Tam jich je nejvíc mimo Japonsko na světě. V Brazílii, proč? Proč zrovna tam? Oni tam milujou? Oni se milujou? Cheaterko je rank 18, to je nice. Je jich tam jak psů, kámo, klid. Eternal Fire Impact level 88. Seems legit. A i Šinok má nejhranější dětku, by the what the fuck. 2 miliony Japonců v Brazílii. Pro něco jak Vietnamci. Ámo. Zase dětka. Lost in Euphoria. Župan taky dětka. Penis. A to je cheaterko, to nic. Magnum hraje svoje postavičky. Respect, I respect. A hraje hodně duosáků, aj.
G2 Esports, of course, Golden Boy here back on the desk. We got Mimi, we got Billy. We're gonna yap about some EMEA NA clashes because
Týpek hraje Sovu, tohle je poslední Sova Mohikán, hraje duo s Paislem. A s Havtím, což jsou oba dva jety maini, no. Jo, jo. Sábolo má že 13 mega a 1,5 milionu Japonců. Jo, Japonsko. Jedem next. Chci už koukat kamu a chci pak hrát 8 minut. Nevydávali dneska nějaký teaser? Viděl jsem to, Peters. Vydávali dneska videjko, no jasně. Zavři si pusinku teďko. Čau Convelius.
It's always disappointing that we have to start like this, down in the lower bracket.
A team like G2 that's always fighting back, kept in check.
We kind of just have our backs against the wall, and we're used to that, but it's still just very pressuring.
Buraya gelirken de kafamdaki mentalite, yani karşıma...
Jak to zmenším, by the way? Jak zmenším ty titulky?
Kim çıkarsa çıksın yenmek zorundayım ki şampiyon olabileyim.
Alexeus prohrá proti zubům, kámo.
Bu yüzden lower'da olmak beni hiçbir zaman etkilemiyor.
Cloud of Fnatic, viděl jsem.
New team on the radar. They're shooting on all cylinders in their own respective ways, so we gotta be ready and be confident.
G2 ile başka bir turnuvada karşılaşmıştım zaten. Yine zorlanacağımıza eminim. İyi bir rakip olduklarını da eminim. Her zaman gelip International'a çokluyorlar ama bence bu sene farklı olacak.
We don't want to leave. We want to prove that we're better than all of them and make it all the way through the lower bracket.
Hala tam potansiyelinde değilim. Burada kendimi tanıttıracağım. Beni yakında çok iyi tanıyacaksınız.
Could be the killing blow.
Heretics teďko.
I mean, being frustrated while losing is fine because that means that you care and you need to fight back.
Heretics, for me, a little disappointed, I've got to say it.
We need to wake up, we need to change something, and we will try to fix it fully for next game.
3-13 první mapa.
O que eu sinto jogando contra Team Heretics, eu acho que contra os campeões do EMEA, né, acho que vai ser muito bom, porque a gente não jogou contra um time do EMEA até agora, então vai ser estilo de jogo diferente.
poslední mapu?
Eu acho que vai ser muito legal também jogar contra o UT. Então, depois desse jogo da Paper Rex, tenho certeza que a gente vai voltar mais forte e estejam preparados para isso.
They are 4 rookies, 1 veteran, same as us in 2024. All of them look strong, same as us. We have to win.
To zní velice přesvědčivě. Jsou to 4 rookies, 1 veterán. Stejně jako my. Podívat se 4. Musíme vyhrát.
Talvez possa ser o nosso último jogo aqui no Masters, mas tenho quase certeza que não vai ser, porque a gente está muito mais forte que antes.
Leviathan. Whenever we see each other, we always teach you Turkish words. Today's word is iyi uçuşlar. Have a safe flight.
Jušušman mu řekl, že jsou šušmani. Pohodě. Safe flight mu zajebe. Safe flight, no. Safe flight, kámo. Hodně pohodě.
Series on Split, where it felt like in rounds Jaws just getting sent in to die, the team's not scaling together. This was a G2 absolutely.
Benji už je teďko doma, podle mě.
Let's not forget, they got first pick in that draw show.
Yeah,
and
I
that's
remember.
who they decided to go for. And I guess that's the way the cookie crumbles. As you mentioned, it kind of fell back in their face in that performance that we saw yesterday.
Yeah, and the reality is, here at the global events, it doesn't matter what region it is. You got to take your opponent seriously. They are here for a reason, folks, and we just saw exactly why. Now, for more on that loss, let's actually send it over to Baby Bay. He had an opportunity to catch up with Jen earlier today.
Here with Baby Bay of G2. Hello, friendly old man.
Mladěs.
What
Mladěs.
areas of FUT demands the most attention from you today?
Oh, I mean, s0pp. You know, I can't let him do what he did to Cruz. You know, I gotta kind of get the get back for Cruz. You know, the unkness. So hopefully this guy's not updraft dashing onto me and doing that stuff. Put that down. Yeah, hopefully the Overwatch aim prevails. You know.
All right. Sounds like a plan.
To se vlastně nevypadá, to co teď dělat promo pro Overwatch.
I don't know if you know, this is a different game. In any case, though, that being said, let's talk about expectations for both of these teams, right? Because look, let's call a spade a spade. Coming into this event, everyone's like, G2 Esports are going to win. They have the favorite bracket. Oh my God.
Maybe you are. I don't know if I was.
Okay, that's true. But on the other side for FUT is another team that always has expectations because they always are a squad that believes in themselves. So let's talk about that. What are these teams expecting?
Yeah, I think for FUT, they've already gone beyond the expectations of the external factors.
Jak vypadá, kámo?
Which is why I think we've been so impressed.
Divočák do piči.
Last year was the first year that FUT missed out on all of the global events. They usually guaranteed make a Masters.
To skoro stejný úspěchy mají. Akorát, že vůbec.
G2 definitely missing the mark, but I'm also kind of curious to get your thoughts on this, Mimi. If you think that maybe we set the expectations too high for G2.
G2 s tím vedem, jak si myslíš, že jak si vybrali to XLG?
It's a question of whoever can reset quickest.
I think
trapas takhle nahrávat.
I do think they had a very favorable side of the bracket. I think they were.
To tam dávají vždycky k souse?
That's why they celebrated. And I think after winning map 1, they underestimated.
To dává k sous, kámo, on vyhrává každou jednou jedničku, ne?
In the map pick, I think the game plan looked rough. This was embarrassing from G2.
This is a
complete failure of living up to their expectations because what people are negative about
Hračky bývají plačky, kamarádečům.
them making the top 4, making deep tournament runs. This would be something completely different if they get upset by a Chinese team and send
nedá Nikola už, idiot.
This would be, I think, a low for a G2 that has had a pretty great last few years.
I guess my question then is, do you think that this quick turnaround time works in anyone's favor? Because I'm kind of in that aspect.
Jo, srandičky dělat do kamery, vole, tady to máš.
Come into this as the underdogs, whereas G2 they have so much pressure on their back.
Yeah, I do think it is. It is the pressure for G2. I think it's a lot heavy on their shoulders here. So
it's going to be awesome. I know.
G2 nebo FUT G2, kámo.
It's going to be a brawl. There's no other way around it. Let's go ahead and check
už
out
si zpátky tvoje turky na rankedu.
Right. Welcome guys. Let's do the map veto for FUT versus.
Už má to vždycky jak špatnou kvalitu, kámo, tady ten. Tady ta kamera. 360 pixelů, vole.
Which means FUT is picking the, banning the first map.
Ban Breeze.
Breeze is banned and G2 is banning.
Ban Haven.
Alright, Haven is banned and FUT is picking the first map.
Pick Ascent.
Ascent it is. And side for Ascent, please, G2.
Defense.
Defense. And your map pick?
Lotus.
Lotus. And what is your side?
Lotus. Lotus.
Okay, defense.
Lotus.
We have Fracture, Pearl, and Split left, and FUT is winning first. Fracture, Pearl, and Split.
Ban Pearl.
Okay.
That's Ascent.
Two maps are Fracture and Split. G2 is winning.
Malin je tak malý, nebo každý tak vysoký. Kámo, ten týpek uprostřed je obří, vole. Už vidím po několikátý je dělat veto. Já jsem toho Vlada potkal v tom, kámo. Já jsem toho Vlada potkal ve výtahu na Ascensionu. Toho kouči těch FUT, ten druhý zleva. A kámo, byl podobně vysoký jak já, actually. Takže Valin má tak 175 třeba, actually. Není vysoký Valin, podle mě. Trochu short king. Ty píčo, to jsem někoho koukal!
A team like G2 that's always fighting back, kept in check.
We kind of just have our backs against the wall.
Ale to nebude už ta Heretics čas, viď? Aspoň.
Buraya gelirken de kafamdaki mentalite, yani karşıma kim çıkarsa çıksın yenmek zorundayım ki şampiyon olabileyim. Bu yüzden lower'da olmak beni hiçbir zaman etkilemiyor.
But it's kind of like the new team on the radar. They're shooting on all cylinders in their own respective ways, so we gotta be ready and be confident.
G2 ile başka bir turnuvada karşılaşmıştım zaten. Yine zorlanacağımıza eminim. İyi bir rakip olduklarını da eminim. Her zaman gelip International'a çokluyorlar ama bence bu sene farklı olacak.
We don't want to leave. We want to prove that we're better than all of them and make it all the way through the lower bracket.
Hala tam potansiyelinde değilim. Burada kendimi tanıttıracağım.
Potenciál. A ukaž svůj potenciál.
Show me how to feel alive. Hold me close and let it ride. Show me how to feel alive.
Okay.
The last chance pub is open for business. Who will make it beyond last orders?
Tohle je dobrý, by the way.
G2 versus FUT.
Tohle je tough, kámo. Jak tam stojí 5 jich vedle sebe. To nepřijde moc tough, kámo. Už nevychází tam prostřed, kámo, ne.
The first match for them, it's not unfamiliar to lose, to be in the lower bracket for G2. It's happened pretty much every event in the last few years, but it was different against XLG, against an opponent they celebrated picking. Now it's time for them to atone.
G2 začínají defend na Ascentu, kámo.
Is a difficult one. I think FUT has been the biggest standout team.
A pak hrajou atak na Lotusu. Možná 2-0 pro G2? What are we thinking? 2-0 G2.
We've been talking about how FUT have this new era with this fresh roster, the changes that they made between kickoff and stage 1 to find themselves finally back at a global event. But looking at this map, Vito, selecting Ascent, we've not seen that from them this event just yet. So I'm hoping that they've got a trick up their sleeve to go and ahead and pick that.
2-0 FUT, tak udělám breakdance na tuhle židli, kámo.
Honestly, looking at that, I think G2 have come out pretty good. I think that you can definitely see the lessons that they would have been able to learn. I think when we get to that Lotus, I'm looking at the great site anchors in Baby Bay, in Leaf, and how incredible they were on that map. I think for Split though, it's almost unknown territory again because we've not seen FUT on that map this event. So I'm hoping that they'll be able to catch G2 by surprise.
Yeah, that would be the hope there for FUT. What about for you, Mimi? Do you agree with Billy's assessment?
Yeah, I think I do lean a little bit more towards FUT in favorability in this map, Vito. I think that, well, that Lotus is absolutely a strong point for G2. They're going to feel very confident getting that map into the pool. the split to me has been a little bit rocky for G2 when we were watching that one both regionally and in the last game they played against XLG. That map 3 was grim, especially their approach to the attack.
To co má, vole? Co má v oušku Pupík, ty vole, tu se ani nevšim, vole, Pupík. Roztomilej, vole.
Any space on that map, but it's something they'll have had a magnifying glass on after that loss. You can expect this team to have taken that loss hard to focus.
Tenhle chlap vyhrožoval minimu, že se netěší v aréně.
After losing to XLG.
And look, I mean, I think Jawgemo's used to being that sacrificial lamb in a lot of those instances because that is the job that he has. But what if you're not allowing him?
Čeho bych se zapněte, ale kamo.
It becomes way more challenging for this G2.
To tam mají kamo za stream deck jedna levo od toho komplu, tam mají kamo 50 barevných tlačítek. To docela blmá kamo, propíklý ouško. Jako roztomilou tou cestou.
When was the last time that we saw Jawgemo perform at that global level where he was the star player on this G2 roster? We've not seen it in quite some time.
Yeah, he showed up at the end of Americas, but I think Jaw's absence in recent games, in recent performances for G2, people are starting to notice. He always shows up in the biggest games, in the biggest moments. That's what we remember. But it's a question of consistency for me right now. To revisit the map veto, I have a lot of questions around Ascent. We saw G2 in Americas come out, play this Yoru comp. I didn't particularly love it. They pivot in the way that they play.
Co tu máme G2? Zeus, Sejčka, zátak.
Last time it was the Neon for Jaw. I'd be shocked if they changed comps this quickly. But the Waylay would certainly be interesting to watch. I do think that's a better agent on this map, especially Billy against the Cypher team.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you, Mimi. I think starting on this defense is going to be a key one for them. We've spoken about how incredible Baby Bay has
Nie zruška, ty si dneska spinkáš, kamo.
Zeus on the Sage is the first thing that my eyes gravitate towards. He has been so mechanically great, and s0pp on the Jet as well. Ascent, always known as such a great Turkish map. I think FUT, pretty impressed with this composition. It's Zeus on the Sage though that I'm
Battle Sage, love to see it here. And of course I think that Waylay is certainly going to be looking to try and maybe bring out that wall.
Sage? Kamarádec, jediný, co bude dělat celou hru, se bude volovat B mainu na boxík a v A mainu na smoke. Celou hru.
As a dive agent, the Waylay is a lot stronger right now on a map where a lot of teams are starting to bring Sentinels, especially into a double Sensi comp like this. I think it's quite tough to get value out of that Neon. There's few players that are still making it work.
Map win 25%, def win 38%. Aha.
Loss, but s0pp, it's bound to be good.
Oh, this is going to be a good one.
Navařili.
Do or die. So let's go ahead and jump into map 1, shall we? Make some noise as we get ready for your casters. Here's Pansy and Hypok.
A co za to odsejpá, kámo. Přijde mi to odsejpá víc než minulý eventy, kámo. Ty mezery mezi zápasama, pičovinky. Mezi mapama i všechno to je nějaký rychlejší. A vlastně všechno je rychlejší než EMEA, protože nejsou technické pauzy permanentní. To je pravda.
You'd argue, yeah, you want to see G2 go back to what they do well, right? But really versus FUT, that's kind of a clash you don't want to entertain.
Už nevycházejí takhle na tom streamu, by the way, vycházejí tam nahoře.
You know, contact style sort of approach, especially starting on Ascent here. The comp change, sure, but I don't doubt that Zeus is going to be in the thick of it with this Sage.
Couple of seconds until it starts. G2 on the defending.
Tak jedem, draci. No, a je to hotový.
From the word go, gonna find the first. And Jawgemo, first casualty.
Není budget na rampu.
Behind that, but no ping on the reveal here, and Leaf still curious towards short. Let's catch a glimpse, but no damage done yet. And Trent though, yeah. He's spotted very early on, isolated very easily. Paranoia a little too late there, and also catching on to Leaf.
Yeah, they've already kind of
G2 defense zatím vypadá jak Heretics defense. Takzvaně challenge. Challenge, kámo, umřít co nejrychlejší na defendu. To je topka, kámo, na Ascentu, to je topka.
Let's see, run of the entire map.
Oh, they got run of the house, right? It's all theirs. They don't have to be in a particular hurry anyway. This has been kind of above a minute. Most of the blood was drawn, so they're pretty happy with this. Leaf's gone curious. Gone and cleared top mid.
Walking around. Yo, Beetlejuice!
Yeah, I mean, great timing on this, sure, but you almost
what you doing here?
Make a
Me?
elsewhere.
No, Just hanging around. Ale počkej, to není dobrý play vybejtit tu volu. Byl lepší play jako crossnout, ale Valen mu dá 1v4, takže to je v pohodě.
I know that FUT can play a disciplined game. We know that they play a very solid game, but they are still Turkish players. They will be up for every single fight if you're going to play that game against.
Dobrá stage vola.
I haven't seen them warm up enough really, even in that first.
Se směje, čím jak se směje, kámo, naplnej ten.
Picking up where he left off, being an essential piece to the G2.
Tomu udělal jako, mu dá right click až do sajtu. A mu dá right click do sajtu, čum, podle mě. Prostě jak má.
One over toward main. And Jade's just going to play safety to this.
Oh. Baby Bay za 2. Jako to nechci nastarat tohle youngstera, kámo.
Yeah, the round's out of reach, but Baby Bay.
He's going for an eye.
Oh. Zkušenosti.
Yeah, grinning assassin waiting. He's going to do good damage on the way out. Good start from Baby Bay. Sadly, the round's out, but still, it's going to keep that levity alive with G2, even in a loss.
I saw him actually burst out laughing. We got the first kill on Zeus, way ahead of any of this.
Nevím, Klerik. Měl by fungovat. Stačí na Kicku kliknout na odkaz. Jako já, kámo, až na ten poslední kill. Když se ožeru, kámo, na hovna, tak střílím podobně, jakoby ty 2 první killy v té 1v3 byly fakt disgusting. Ale chroustal je jeho fanoušek, no. Čím nějaký jak si chtěl si dělat sociable, to poznám, to jak si kámo, píče, co dělá. Čum, píče, co dělá. Viděl jste jeho ksich, kámo, co udělal, jak ho zabil? Nefunguje kód, ale referál funguje. Možná to kvůli tomu, že v tom referalu je furt Canzer a kód VASEK z nějakého důvodu přestal fungovat, nevím. Zkus napsat Canzer, no.
The other thing to consider is obviously G2 a number of poor starts, 2 halves. This is XLG. Flank going to come through heavy here. Yetijay going to be tasked with dealing with that. Sociable at least keeping Baby Bay in check here.
Baby Bay zase exity. Zase exity.
Out towards main. About damage here, it's looking like it's going to be a flawless here.
I'm a little bit scared. If FUT are coming out like this, I'm going to keep my eye on it, right? Because I think we all know that they've had a bit of a treacherous path to this point, obviously. But even with that in mind, my God, they look kind of lethal now. And on the other side, my concerns with G2 are certainly not assuaded yet. The issues of those cold starts, the players not really getting much time to warm in and just feel out the game. Yes, great for Baby Bay, but I'm kind of wanting the others to find a bit of that.
Yeah, but here in the first buy round, you want to see them come out swinging. Well, invested at least.
Breakdown židlik a 2-0 na mapě, ne 2-0 na kola, ale klid. Hele, vola v B-mainu, jak jsem říkal, na boxíku.
That's a huge start. Jawgemo, they're going to at least feel out the game, slow that pacey approach in the bonus for FUT that's relatively well-rounded as well.
Jawgemo nasranej.
We've got a phantom in hand for Zeus.
Netrovuje to Valen, že ne? Dobrý. Kámo, co to je, vole, placený herec tady?
Dealt with Sociable, going to give him an option now.
Still healthy behind that as well.
And of course some rotations here, surely.
Trying at least clearing out here. Won't note Yetijay though. Is FUT looking to actually drift back over towards B.
And does that mean they get punished if maybe G2 wants some info on this? That's what
Jirka vycházka. Jo, komu fandíme? G2.
He's 15 seconds off the dart, so he's shouldering this now for info.
Taky hraje bělou tečku, kámo, prostě trend ví.
Happy to stay where they are. Precarious. Trent now noted on the follow.
Má jedno životos.
In with the Aldrome. Brilliant push and pull. Sociable striking towards market, carving out a path. They know Trent is in the doldrums and the sight is theirs. It's composure from FUT. Valen and Baby Bay, they're on the other side of the map. It was a long road and a long walk back.
Nemůžu, to nechápou tu hru prostě. Plus ta hra se nehraje už poslední rok. Možná víc už, i než rok. Správně. Bohužel, o tom jsme se bavili s Minim už před rokem. U nějakého abysu si pamatuju. U nějakého abysu jsme to ztratili úplně. Ta hra se nehraje prostě jak 2023 Fnatic, bohužel. Ta hra se hraje strašně moc na feeling prostě. Jseš revarděnej za sračky v té hře. A pak samozřejmě proudneš kolo, protože děláš tuhle ty sračky, jako je třeba jít close mid proti bonusu, no. Nevím, co tady dělá Jawgemo. Čemu tam lezl, když dal open. Neumí to prostě hrát, no nevím, kamo.
It was the execution. There was a few times where they were going proactive. I mean, you think back to Split where there was a timeout called and it was like, right, every time we get contact on A, let's walk down mid, let's do so, let's be proactive about that mid round. They have to start that early here on Ascent, and we haven't seen it yet.
And that could be the coin-based win condition, really.
Co mele ten komentátor, že musí hrát proaktiv, že to ještě neudělali, že doslova vyvolkoval do midu proti bonus. Komu co melu ty komentátoři, když šli rage bait, dole.
And I think it was Mimi who was saying it on the desk as well. Our concerns with G2 tend to kind of pop up a little bit later. You're talking those top 3 pushes.
Yeah, I mean, these are the sort of performances where you see them dip out, like towards the end.
Yes,
but here it would be the
early.
Yeah.
That is a bit of a concern and a backwards trajectory.
To je jeho věkovka, vole.
They might be completely.
That's a chant I can get behind.
Yeah, we'll let you close that one out if the scoreline keeps going like this, though. For the football fans, they might get that one. However, this could be farming time. You're looking at s0pp, obviously got the weapon in hand for it on the other side. G2 need to wake up. I can't say it time and time again, but it's a clear picture.
Čau, Alex Bříšák.
Treating that previous series as an ignition.
Kde je brácha Alex Bicák? Dneska není. List.
That's a lovely scout to claim. Zeus now gone.
Great set piece here. Jawgemo, it's a ton of damage, but
AD jetka.
Happy to re-clear. Drone will at least note Yetajay. And does anybody overstep the mark here? Can they maintain this advantage? Only ult to work with would be sociable. So they're just going to follow up on the drone here.
A bit of bravado in approach. I'm not sure too much concern, but there's a lot of bodies.
A to v účast? Neviděl?
Very. Well,
jo, Gargamela jsem viděl, ale to už schodil, ne? What?
Yeah, they were so aware that there's going to be someone on Gen. So he's gone, so they have evened things up. But with 40 seconds, they do need to be cautious. Baby bait.
Když byli tak paranoidní ohledně Genu, že máš 3 pozičky, kde může být Gen, Dyson nebo Under, proč byli tak hyperfokusní na Genu, oni ho viděli?
This is a real opportunity. That smoke invested just to keep their attention, keep them present, keep them considering.
Klorek, zkus napsat tam Cancer, když nepůjde VASEK. Nebo to funguje na všechno, kámo.
He knows what's coming. 13 seconds, they've made it through the door. Baby Bay's got to go big here. 10 seconds though, I don't think he can really swing this. They've done enough to create a safe avenue out towards the B side.
Já musíš přes referál asi, Klorek. Kicku máš referál. Nebo tady taky možná bude fungovat vystižný MADMONQ i na YouTube.
And it's just looking simple stuff, G2. I mean, it started with a bang, but it's going to end with a fizzle. 3 alive for FUT, and not really feeling much pressure yet.
No, looking very easy for FUT to navigate the map right now. Again, a similar
G2 plánují vyhrát nějaký kolo na Ascentu, nebo to mají tak jako na salámku?
You talk about just one engagement here and there, a gunfight won and lost was just a death sentence. Some of those rounds.
I guess the only redeeming factor now is it has to be whatever the timeout was for. Needs to be in this round. Whatever G2 came up with, they know are going to a lighter purchase. Now they've got the buy behind them. Now they've got Baby Bay's ult. They're one away from Leafs. They have key tools.
Hrajou hezky, kdo G2?
Then kick up the tempo. s0pp could be in trouble. Has to.
Ne, Jetka není nikde trouble.
Reset a little bit on A main.
They would have bait out this trap though. No value found here. That'll be the res in hand for Zeus, so they can get a little more audacious here in terms of an opening engagement. Drone will spot. Actually, he get back onto that.
Yes, so just got around the corner in time, but Crostally creating more safety on the approach. Door to be shut. Spike now ferried through. Again, G2 not looking like they're in the server.
Around where they're actually looking again for Yetijay, but quick switch up here. Neural Theft will go through information.
No to je dobrý call od Penzi, kámo, jestli plánují napojit dneska ten server G2 nebo ne.
Yetijay going back towards Catwalk.
And it's so well considered, so heads up from FUT. They knew that ult could be coming in. They sit incredibly deep. They're proactive.
Double flank, kámo, to je GG.
But Leaf with a very diligent recheck, but Sociable removing the players. It's all really on Leaf for now. Baby trying to clear the side. He finds it in the smoke. They're still doing work. G2 not down just yet, but it is getting tense. And that time is going to start ticking. They put everything towards this, but Crostally could not care less. Leaf, you look good, but it is not enough to deny the walk, the run that FUT are going on.
Great awareness from Leaf. Even hold for the second player there. You can't fault them. They just have to run down the clock. Basically, pressure from Cap prevents anybody from really getting back onto site. There's this opener. There's no nuance to it. It's just a Hunter's Fury to really open up this execute. And then the other two players from G2 forced further back onto the site. Can't contest onto main. And even there, in that situation, like I said, Zeus has got the res. He gets the orb, so they can kind of gamble in engagement there if it goes wrong. FUT at least feeling like they found a little bit of freedom.
Nedá mu za 150, by the way, ten nerf Labakina, kámo, pokud bude nalepený na tu zadní stranu, nedá za 150. Dala mu za 50.
Even with all these players, this is the 5 stack. Before it was only 4. Now all 5 Stingers, Bucky, Sheriffs, whatever they could afford. But they felt this out, and again the reposition here towards middle. Yetijay should be hearing this.
Hearing all this,
yeah. Oh, but out
Opálil. Jan Hus.
That's a start that it feels like they haven't had in a minute.
Cancelled out here. Can't actually get damage back onto the res either.
They've disrupted the stack, haven't they? Look at this instantaneous rotation.
Yeah, a little bit of a gamble here. I believe Jordan tasked with this. He's going to hear the sound cues on the other side, but a total misread from G2.
And then you look at Yetijay.
Ale představte si, jak insane jsou Vitality, když porazili tuhle FUTka. Just saying.
Yeah. No, he's selling them. Such a story.
Yeah.
I don't think he's going to be noted. Baby is just a little bit deeper on towards stairs, but still look like they fancy this.
Desperate to find this Bucky. He's even spamming off the close angles here.
And well, that's an issue. And that's a player. Yetijay just slicing up.
Ale ADG porazili tuhle FUTka, kámo. I když kámo první a taky stompli proti ADG, takže možná zase chouknou reverse sweep.
Outcalled and outplayed so far, G2.
Tak first seed prostě abuznul videohru, Urza, viď? First seed byl prostě Valorant abuse.
Give this up. Yeah, give this up. And it's nobody's really close to an ultimate, but you don't really want to.
Kdyby to nenerfli, tak možná vyhrajou je Masters, ale nerfli to, takže hotovo, no. MA first seed bude hrát proti PaperX. In my book, kamaráde, in my book. So Vitality first seed.
No, they can hang around.
And they will. That is an absolute trend.
Jak je možný, že Košmaras bude first to ever do it z tier 3 do tier 1 zpátky do tier 3. Za půl roku.
It is just flawless from FUT. 6-0.
G2 really have to do something to disrupt FUT here, and already trailing by 6. And you can see just Jawgemo even, you see after hearing the steps, there's no reaction at all. It's completely unconsidered.
Takže bude teď španělskou ligu. Myslíš tu ligu, která už neexistuje? To bude banger, kámo.
For me, not necessarily the answer. The wall up here, Lee. A vintage play here over the top for s0pp, but doesn't catch initially. I think the last.
Jak hraje baby?
It's been a minute.
It's been a
jak hraje baby jako?
Hunter's Fury sent through. And it's not finding what they want. I don't think there's even a tag yet.
Za ultinu. Dělaj! Týpci kamo hrajou asi poprvé, nebo co?
That doesn't say much though. Yeah, cool. You found Yetajay. Most of the time lurking. Now if that scans anything now,
Jak jsem na tom já?
for G2 to operate on.
But are they going to rotate? It feels like they're in their heads about how FUT are approaching this, who are being quite slippery. Again, you got info on B that there's more than one here, but then you've just seen an Aldrone on the other side of the map. They're keeping the cards very close to the chest. A slower, more considered approach from FUT. And it looks like s0pp wants to keep him locked in on this. He's got the angle for it too.
Oni berou čedan
still not yet to be moving particularly, so they do need to get a bit of a move on here, FUT.
Ale procent je busted. Minimum to pikl na rankedu jednou.
Yeah, G2 are holding strong here, still on A. Leaf ready to.
Já si pamatuju, to hrával Zeke ještě.
Don't like this. 15 seconds singed and slightly crisped. Jawgemo gonna spot one towards main. The site's not secure here, but he's taken away one and Valorant. Beautiful strike. Finally, G2.
Gamers 2 jsou online. Gamers 2. This is the golden era.
Like I said, for me, slowing these rounds down isn't necessarily the go-to answer on the side of G2, but FUT play into it here. Again, you'd expect to see a massive reaction on the back of that ping.
Paperex? Nevím, ale myslím si, že to je
Have to make a move here and it's
finálový zápas předčasně takzvaně.
I mean, that is the other side of the equation, right? It's if we don't commit to these opening engagements, but that's a little bit of a head scratcher on the side of FUT for me. They had a ton of space, a ton of time initially to play into.
Oh, Jawgemo's got to be careful.
Kámo, jak mu nezničí reveal, ale jak můžeš nezničit reveal, kámo?
And see if they do get another opportunity. Has the players on the server learned the same lesson the coaches felt that they got a reward from? Jawgemo did go for a, I don't want to say even an aggressive start, but he did at least posture up towards middle, but waiting to buffer. They try and go for this A-pop. And getting active in the lane as well. First time we're seeing a bit of a walkabout towards that. BabyBay searching a bit deeper here, joined by Trent, of course.
I mean, the next thing now for me is me seeing the awareness from FUT that this adjustment has come from G2.
Yeah, and how do they want to approach it, right? G2 sitting super deep. Do you just go for false sight XX? Is that why Jaw's on this side of the map as well, considering he's got the ult that could soak a lot of it, and they line up.
Turecký kvadra swing.
It's Valen to get s0pp. And there's the stall out, 37 seconds, but Crossley fights back. Jawgemo's down. Leaf now with it all to do. Ball goes in, but Sociable goes forward and catch on the rotation. It is just perfection until then. BabyBay gets himself a 1v2. It's a lot on this man's plate. He got the 5 in the first, but these two would mean so much more. He's heard the door shut. Doesn't want to go for that. Until now. Opts to at least imply options.
Velmi hluboký game plan.
Another smoke to cycle through here eventually for Sociable though.
Půjdem do A-mainu. Krosneš do vína. Nafejkuješ, že jsi šel zpátky, z vína zůstaneš ve víně. A potom to triple speaknem.
I don't know how that op shot missed.
I know, it looked like it was...
Did he step? Did he step just before?
Still.
I'm looking to you for answers. Where's that gone?
I'm looking to the developers for answers, but I don't see them here. They might have just hidden away.
Send me the replay file.
Yeah, honestly.
Jen se o tom, co se dneska děje se s0ppem, v 6-8 kole.
So close.
Kamo je to atak ascent. Co by se s ním dělo?
I mean, we kept saying yesterday, fine margins versus XLG. It's another example where things just don't go G2's way.
At some point, though, we do have to kind of look.
You only get away with that excuse for so long.
Yeah, exactly. It's like you've got to become masters of your own fate here, because s0pp is opening things up. Expectations there for a follow-up. That's 2 on the entry, and the site's now theirs. They walk in with
super zbraň, co to přidali Riot Games. Strašně zábavný na sledování, to by ono.
Being given a lot of freedom, and in some of these rounds they are really running away with it.
There it is again.
Jaw gets shut down.
It feels almost scripted. You could rinse and repeat this over and over. And there's a lot of credit to FUT for keeping it so buttoned up, but on the other side, the G2 just can't stop it.
Jaký to má counterplay, by the way?
Adjustment we were discussing coming out of time, very early timeout, by the way.
Jaký to má counterplay? Banditos.
Oh man, that's so impressive, but it has to be more than this. These little shows of brilliance are not gonna be enough to get the round again. We know they're capable.
Asi jediný counterplay, nebo jediný downside toho, že Vypo, kámo, je Vypo, je to, že se s ním hejbeš pomalu. Tak prostě Riot přidá Vypo, se kterým actually máš, kámo, speed jak se šerifem pomalu. A 2 náboje, kdyby náhodou si vysral. Very good, very good. This is
yeah, they're almost workhorses.
Really encapsulate that. Any given Sunday, any of these players can step up. Odin here for Trent. Nobody on the B site right now, so relying.
Sam si šerif? Víš, jak se to říká u nás, Barte? Ohl si šerifa.
Pay off for them.
Stops in, sees nothing. He's made it pretty far. So, maybe very willing to go ahead and Social Ball utilizing.
Social Ball něco bolí, nebo kam, jak se tváří? On se tváří, kdyby ho něco bolelo celý den.
Yes, he is going to be scanned out, has to fall away. That's not bad.
Nobody dealt with that dart.
Yeah, it's a little bit interesting that he kind of got bashed on that.
Jaws heard this, 100%.
Okay, should be able to catch.
Ale on nedal ten Jawgemo. Má prdíky. On už na to má věk, no.
G2, this is a lifeline for them to get a second round after so long.
It's actually heartbreaking for Sociable to get caught there by Jaw so late.
No, nemystral.
Turned on as well. That's Leaf to carve a path back onto the site.
And Leaf looked fired up after that round as well.
Trent si hraje na broka. Co řekl?
But again, as much as we look at G2, right, and we know their capability, I need a star to start shining. If it's going to be Leaf, cool. If it's going to be, I don't care who it is.
Ho tam trápil Barte asi.
No,
kde je Muffin? Jsem ho slyšel naposledy v roce 2024, kámo.
So we had a couple of hero rounds here and there,
na streamu.
It's the consistency that really lacked. And here sitting in an 8-2 deficit.
Oh, Leaf again.
Kámo, actually štěstí, že nesázím.
Prioritizing this mid control to start with.
Bo tady ten turnaj, kámo, tolik upside, to, vole, jak se jmenuje. Když se myslím. Underdogu vyhrává.
To go in doesn't necessarily force anybody out into a tricky spot. But kind of held here at the first step of the set piece up mid.
Proč nejagresivnější z celého týmu hraje Vajska, by the way.
Can commit if they want to find an opener. Sociable might
have
caught a glimpse of Gio. Did he? I mean, he's looking back this way still.
Did he?
Oh!
Navolkovaný do Odina. A vyběhnutí skrz smoke. Jo, tohle se mi líbí. Tohle začíná vypadat jako turecký Valorant, půjda pořádnej, konečně. Pořádný turecký Valorant, konečně.
He's got 2. Would need 3 more.
18 seconds.
And they're backpedaling away. They're
Exit Meister tady to.
They don't want to entertain any nonsense.
Thank God that's the case. Some of the rounds really slip through their fingers now. They know they need to close this out. Again, 8-4s didn't necessarily suit them yesterday either.
Já bych dával, kámo, v Robloxu samozřejmě svoje Robuxy na stejný týmy, jako jsem dával v Pikemu. A myslím, v Pikemu jsem aktuálně top 20%, ale odzadu, takže tolik k tomu.
Can't really even fault the spacing at all. Trent's just quick, usually on point with the Odin. And maybe a chance here for the neural theft, but nothing else going to be available to offset this. It's just the res for FUT.
Napravdu, to jsou dva nejstarší mastodonti tady tom týmu. Baby Bay a Soul Sable. Obou mi 30 prostě. Jenom takhle tam taky jednou chci sedět prostě, jak chci, aby lidi něm mluvili. Tyhle tomuhle chlapovi. Má jakou formu, to je insane.
He's on a bit of an island here. He's got to be really careful to not get overwhelmed. Gonna force them deeper. So FUT putting a higher prio and trying to get mid control this time.
A tak to je ještě za 10 let až. Line-up od Chrou... Jakože, čekal jsem všechno, ale že budu si brát line-upy od Chroustaliho. Všechno jednou poprvé.
Maybe Jawgemo want to get involved, but I don't think they got really much of a chance. They've had to give up sight here.
Chance, maybe if Trent can find a kill here, Hunter's Fury could change landscape here.
To je zavalu, by the way.
Do have the TP and Baby Bay's ultimate as well.
Only one off site here. I think that might catch the majority of the FUT players.
Okay, this is big. This has to be the goer. If you want to get it done now! Yes! You're meant to be on a weaker weapon, man!
Na 2 šerifem. A jsme u toho all si šerif.
Stop already up top! He's having none of it! FUT with a strong lead now!
Yet Jay breaking the hearts of G2. Everybody caught off guard here by the ultimate, but it amounts to nothing. A 9-3 half here for FUT Lauren. Fantastic display.
A to je prostě bílá tečka gaming, kámo. The Goated Corsair. Vidíš, všichni borci ho mají.
Let's hear from FUT's Zeus and get his thoughts on their playoffs run in this HyperX player moment.
Edward'a karşı, yani daha doğrusu ADG'ye karşı boy oynadık bugün.
Ama full house'da da ADG.
Zaten bizim pikimizdi. Yani en azından çok sevdiğimiz bir map. O yüzden yani rakip okumakta da yani yaptıkları hareketleri çözmekte ya da yapacağımız şeyleri düşünmekte de çok sıkıntı yaşamadık. İkinci map'te Pearl'de kontrol çoğunlukla bizdeydi bence. İkinci, en azından ilk yarı full bizdeydi. İkinci yarının da bir kısmına kadar bizdeydi. Anti-Eco verene kadar 10'a 8 olması lazım yanlış hatırlamıyorsam. Ondan sonra kontrolü kaybettik. Map'i kapatamadık ve biraz kaybettik orayı. Üçüncü map'te de bu etkilerin aslında birazcık sıkıntısını yaşadık. Oyuna map'e giremedik başta bu yüzden. Sonra resetlendik. Pause'larla beraber tekrar round almaya başladık ama günün sonunda yeterli olmadı. Map 3'ü de öyle kaybettik Fracture'ı. Bu kadar.
That's it.
Ya elenme maçı olmasın ya da lower'da olmamızın, upper'da olmamızın benim için hiçbir zaman farkı olmadı. Normal bir maçı çıkarmış gibi çıkacağım. Günün sonunda karşıma çıkan adam lower'da ya da upper'da çıktı. Fark etmeksizin yenemiyorsam zaten şampiyon olamıyorumdur. Yani bu yüzden lower'da olmak beni hiçbir zaman etkilemiyor. Önümüzdeki maçlara bakacağım. Hayırlısı.
And it's a lovely sentiment to say it doesn't matter upper, lower.
What's going on inside their head?
Up today. They look like they are out for blood. I think we saw it at the very start of things. It's kind of held up true.
Wait, Martin, nebuď rasista.
Yeah, I feel like this is G2 paying the price for the performance they displayed in that previous series. FUT, I think, don't really have to make much of an adjustment in terms of their game plan, in terms of their mentality, overall that cockiness, the bravado they like to lean heavily into, but you haven't even got the two main factors of that delivering this half. It's just a very well considered approach here from FUT. Dare I say, and many of these rounds didn't really feel tested. They were given a lot of freedom once more, which is a criticism again of that XLG series.
Yes.
FUT have got themselves a huge lead now.
Yeah, you're right. I'm glad you've kind of echoed back to that point. It was something we heard even the coaches discussing the fact there was so much space given. All right, G2. Well, the bar's been set. 9 rounds for FUT.
No.
I mean, dare I say it? Don't be surprised to see them just go hyper aggressive and look to sweep this map.
Yeah. Got to shut it down early. Do not give any quarter. Now, obviously, FUT on the defending side. G2 on that attack, trying to step in towards middle. I think SoP caught a glimpse.
G2 wins like Masters.
But they're going to carry on. Leaf wants it.
SoP going back in.
I mean, I told you.
Nevím, jestli je to úplně fitting ta meta pro ně, no. Mně přijde, že musí vařit z vody, kámo, se podívej, kámo. Co hrajou za postavičky, jak tady, vole. Kde se tam vzal, kámo? Kterou stáli, vole. Jsou cábl. Kdyby šel za 3, tak vyhrál mapu už, soud sábl. Ještě prodlužujou, ale... Ale kámo, G2 hrajou tak strašně dobře tu mapu, že si myslím, že je dost velká šance to trouhnout. Reálně. Proti tady kamaráde banditovi, vole. Blázně po druhém killu. Jo, to tam... Jak s Odenem to tam vypustil, ty vole. 30 let zkušeností.
They convert a pistol, something that's haunted them. Leaf, I mean, just absolute disregard for any of the FUT players here. Sociable put in a position to potentially actually just shut this down single-handedly. Unable to find Trent though.
The first one!
That is terrifying.
Yeah, I mean, he said it himself.
Přerostlý dítě, kámo.
See how different the game looks now, right? They get the first
Strašně vtipný obličej, ale baby.
they've gone for a touch of a stack. So G2 just don't go B. Simples. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Strašně velký oči, kámo.
Well,
B's coming to them.
Yeah, B's coming to them. You don't need to go into B.
Oh no. Oh no, Baby Bay, someone help him. The Baby Bay contingent in the crowd's going to be devastated at the loss.
Jeden senior zabije druhého seniora.
Leaf and the rest of G2 try.
He's looking backwards.
Oh dear. Nah.
G2 hrajou strašně dobrou hru.
Can't be how it goes, Mike.
Akorát vůbec. Oh.
Lands a nice shot. Sop will get shut down. There's still 4 left.
Má oči jako kuň. Ruby!
Hold on to this.
I'm so scared. He has no idea. Above Trent.
Koukal nahoru ten, to byl dobrý setup.
And it feels this tense. Okay, we've got...
Tense?
Yeah, the J. He's not doing anything. Don't worry about it. It's all fine.
Tam je tense?
Even the faith Jaw had in Trent there gave me anxiety.
I'm terrified. I'm scared.
Yes, Jay can find another kill or two.
Oh, now that would be lovely, wouldn't it? Oh, he's not in the wrong spot for this either. Okay.
Jaj, nebudou exity. Not on my watch.
G2 stringing together a couple of rounds now.
Not on my watch, brother.
Again, it's just this initial reaction here and then leaves caught completely off guard. It's that sloppy gameplay that we saw repeat itself over and over.
No, to je ten skin nějaký dobrý.
Oh my god, baby! Hey, good shit!
Ale má nějakou energii konečně.
Semblance of vibes. The G2 camp.
Buy back for FUT. So let's see if
I mean, yeah, well-rounded purchase here for G2 at least. I mean, it's Jaw closest here. Trent training behind with the Hunter's Fury, but early progress at least. Sop's going forward.
Co je za play, kámo? Reveal dash?
I was going to keep my eye on Sop during this series. We've seen that he's obviously come on a lot of scrutiny and a lot of kind of public attention that he's probably not used to. You can see a bit of a difference. It's only map 1. Not the end of the world here, but let's see if that continues to.
Demon 1 cross, by the way.
Baby bait.
Demon 1 prime cross.
To take a walk up middle.
To týpek kamaráde takovej druhý Demon 1, viď?
Potentially have his number here. Frostly.
Yeah.
Try and set it in, but Baby Bay's keeping of 3.
A never. Nemáme awareness ve 30 letech, vole, tak to je v prdeli už fakt, ale.
No, he was so
yeah, the wall drops now and at least will open up the possibility, but Zeus gets a kill ahead of the paranoia. Slow orb goes in, they can't scan out from that. That's the spike.
Jdeme na ponožku, má?
Yeah, it's a long
round
for Trent now. Oh, and Leaf's
they just can't hold the site this long.
There's so little to be done about it.
Jako tenhle play dělal můj pradědeček na Ascentu, no, s tím flashem. To nefunguje, to musíš dělat tak, že poležneš pro někoho, aby to mohlo fungovat.
20 seconds. 2v5. It's a firing squad of FUT there. Flawless coming through this. The second they got the rifles, Mike, they're having none
This is
of it.
PSK Connects.
Like I said, they can't just sit there and hold sight for that long. They have to make sure that nobody's pressuring from heaven. The spike has to come back through A main. But Leaf just gets shut down immediately on this peak. Unfortunately, at that point, there's just so few ways for G2 to recover that. Looking a little baffled.
I can already see.
One way Kagis.
Thinking man's Val up there having a little dance about, little sing song. The atmosphere changing as FUT kind of getting back on track, but we will be checking in with G2 this side, comms, see how they're feeling, because it's gotta be a tense spot for them. And already, FUT
Agresivní Turci.
they are holding under this.
A tady to máš!
Chill. Oh my god, I drone him. Kill. Dead. One more. I'm jumping.
Kámo, mají nejhorší komp.
Last guy was B. Go. Come mid.
Might try to fight you guys mid.
Go. Leave me. I can't really get out.
Nate, just stay. You're good. Shit on him, Nate.
Just jump around. Wait.
Last guy was B.
Wait for you guys.
Where?
Chill, on site. We're smoking door. Wait. Flashing door as well. Grab bomb.
What are you guys gonna do? Grab bomb, go back?
We'll spam me.
Player standing. Oh.
Got the headshot as well.
What are you guys gonna do? Grab bomb, go back.
Pulled off a miracle there. Perhaps a nightmare for G2. You heard it though. Baby Bay even prompting, what are you guys gonna do? Trying to allude to the fact that maybe you don't want to go this way. Maybe you want to just pause for thought.
To bylo za komps.
Heads left on shoulders after Yeda J almost massacred the
Ten nejlepší tým Americe má takovýhle komps.
Find this final tag.
10 HP difference.
Jaw finds it through the aim punch.
Oh, he dinked him.
Did he just dink him?
Poflusal ten Vlad.
Hectic, man.
Yeah, they really did. Not necessarily stabilizing in terms of the buy just yet. Still gaps here for G2. Ult starting to come online though. Jaw, Leaf and Trent on the other side. Social Boy and Yetijay. All goes up in B main. A little bit of an adjustment here. A heavier lean towards the other side of the map and mid. G2 looking to disrespect that initial control found.
Oni eskortujou kurza někdy, že jo? Někde eskortuješ tu Vice do B mainu, aby mohla dát tu volu.
Nullified somewhat and a slip towards the site. Already one down towards it being Zeus. Trying to be helped out there, but Baby heads him.
Tak jak?
Looking for another target. Can't deal with Yeda J.
Jednou už jsem slyšel komentátor říct Baby Game
G2 just won the plant. They won
na americkém streamu.
Slow of the roll, but FUT don't want to allow it for a second. Flash comes in. Great Hunter's Fury going to get the connection. Can the rest survive in the meantime? Crossley already starting to apply pressure. Stop on the trade.
To je zamez.
Crossley and Sop
Reveal.
take on Leaf and Trent. Trent playing on the site itself. There's already been a force out, but I thought they'd found a little more there. G2 some stability.
Tohle kolo mohlo je vrátit do hry, no.
Now in the hands of FUT.
And that's the trademark sort around FUT can give you. It's so chaotic to try and follow this. Imagine.
Špatný smoke zabil Jawgemo, by the way.
I mean, FUT just
Špatný
get into
smoke.
the weirdest positions to pressure back onto this B site.
And that's going to break the buy as well. That is going to shatter the economy from G2. And an 11th round. Not even a time. The game plan has held the whole way.
What do you do here? You come back in now as G2. Maybe a rifle or two, but it's not going to be much. You are looking at conceding map point. Valen, Baby Bait, ults to invest. Obviously we saw it there from Jaw, Trent and Leaf. I mean, Leaf's ult didn't really net them much.
Mně se líbí ten timeout na 11, lepší než na 12.
Yetijay even finds the response kill there. Where usually, like I said, this is
Kdyby dali tohle kolo,
win conditions for
tak jsou
G2.
zpátky ve hře, no.
Not landing once more.
Ale kdyby
round.
slipy.
Yeah, and it's never free.
Kdyby
Again, so it
slipy.
feels like they're so happy to kind of refight. They're happy to brawl out on occasion. They can play the kind of more patient games too. They're very hard to pin down. They are a very, very hard team to kind of put in a corner. Now,
OK, už si do tureckého
G2
týmu.
have to do it with even less.
Čau,
A couple of
Václav,
ults,
čau,
but
čau.
not even massive instigators either.
Sop a chance. I mean, doesn't even need to farm. He's got his Blade Storm behind this anyway. Hunter's Fury here for Crossley as well. TP as noted. 4 for Social.
Stáli.
They might just slow creep into mid here.
Ukaž, co navařil coach.
Maybe try and spot out.
Wallbang dostal.
Somebody holding on here. He just got tagged there. Was it Leaf? Yeah.
Yeah, down pretty low. I don't know how much he's going to be able to get back.
Jo, je to frak, tak on dal
Batting away.
5 exitů na pistoli.
Just need to stay somewhat stable in this, really. Just not get baited in a little too much. Keep that composure.
Kolik fragů má teďko, ale 5 z nich měli impact.
I mean, credit to FUT as well.
Prd
Some
v
of the
sáčku.
rounds to be able to play this deep and really make G2 work. But almost probably
Jediný, co měl nebo, že mal orby a pár goldíků navíc.
into this second half. But it's tempered.
Oh, a confidence, senior.
Absolute belter from Baby Bay. Couple more of those and I'm starting to believe in something. But Crossley on the case. Wait and see if anyone overextends. I mean, he got
140.
Crossley's down on 10, but
Tam Porto. Lest.
double down. Hold on. They're making something of it. 25 seconds, but they got to go towards Jeddah.
Počkej.
This is still going to be difficult.
Kámo.
The final hurdle, the final
Se děje.
just going to make it so damn hard. At 15 seconds, they have to do such a tricky run towards the site. He's not
Nic, no,
letting
futka
it
jsou
go.
prostě lepší, kámo.
Kills, 12 rounds.
A ti tu jsou špatný.
I didn't see where Valen tried to TP
Na
to,
centu
but
aspoň.
cancels back in. Gets shut down. And it's so late in the day as well. Oh no, they actually got his TP cancelled.
Jako je tu Jay totálně potál tohle kolo.
Hold down the fort here. I mean, he just looks fantastic. Saw what he's capable of.
Co je? Co je, vole?
Certainly replicating.
Co je?
Alright, aggression.
Diskotéka.
Jaw. Gonna find sociable, but Crossley trying to punish here. Not gonna find the connection he wants. Zeus then on the line, gonna take a lot of damage, but takes the life of Leaf. But Baby Bay back under the gun again, comes out this time swinging. Sobs fallen.
To se dává i na začátku, actually. Kurza, ale jako...
Approach on this one.
Look where Baby Bay's had to use his ult. Just to
to live.
guarantee, yeah. Yeah, look at this re-clearance out towards Catwalk, though.
Oh, it's getting weird.
Vidíš, mají tam teďko taky, i když máme trapu, vidíš, ty máme
Baby
tu
Bay, oh no.
market
Couldn't quite
trapu,
get the
když
job
máme.
done in time, so Jeddah gets to live for another fight. It's not coming to his
Ale actually ty dobrý cyphermeni jsou jako insane se sbírání trap, no.
I'm scared though.
Když hrajou nějaký, nebo jsem hrál nějaký dobrý typky na scrimech, tak mi jako hodně často sbírali ty trapy pod shock dartem doslova. GG. Milan Bublinka.
What are you meant to do, man?
He's going to get a double notification. Baby Bay.
Se škrábal na hlavě, vole.
Just wiping the sweat off his brow.
Jo.
Up against Yetijay.
Nemohla nějakou kamerku, ve které může být 100%.
The hero of the hour though, Baby Bay.
Kdyby dal kamerku na modrou stěnu. No, i tohle funguje. Tady by dal na modrou stěnu, tak může koukat všechno, a on to dal jenom takhle.
God knows how that next map is going down.
To je reverse sweep, by the way. Kde se Jirka Babica jmenuju.
He's hunting down that title. The time to write the next chapter in the esports history books is finally here. And they fold it in his hands yet again. He steps up to the plate and he can knock this one out of the park. They shall be engraved alongside the greats.
Já myslím, že hraje za FUT, Benji. No, dneska hrál nohama jenom, ale jestli se to počítá. Začíná má 51 pro breakdance na židli? Není šance, kámo. Není šance, že G2 in the golden era pro 2-0. Teda 0-2.
Tired of off-season blues once Champs is over? Fear not, because Valorant is coming to the Esports Nations Cup, where players split from their clubs and compete for national pride. Will EMEA turn every round into a chess match?
Będzie Mohamed Fish?
About to turn every map into ranked. With Team
A proč?
Ego peak
A proč?
single angle.
Protože jsi adoptovaný.
Event of the year is not to be missed.
A proč?
Esports Nations Cup 2026. See you in
Asi nikdo nestakuje Feďa Mikyře, abyste viděli, v jakém timestampu přesným to je. Nebo někdo to má tak nastavovaný. A proč? A proč dnes nehrál? Já to nechápu. A proč? V kterém videu to bylo? Tady to bylo.
Drill, anebo tak
Tady v tom videu to bylo, ne?
taky návod na sobě i bez duchovní ideologie. Máš? Nemám. To si piš, že máš. Nějaký co když v žádný krizi...
Být nejlepší pracovat.
Ale kamaráde, má to hodinu to video, to v kterým to je třeba 3 vteřinový kámo klip. Jak to mám najít, kámo? Zkusím dát CTRL-F, jestli někdo nedal timestamp náhodou. A proč? Proč? Asi nic. Ty vole, viděl jsem tam svůj ksicht? Nevadí.
Three maps. All right then, we'll go back to the fans. Okay?
Čau Honzi.
Let's test the Americans first, okay? We need to give these guys our energy, all right? We need to see the team that currently dominates America season after season. G2 fans.
Víte video? To Scientologie. Scientologie.
Yeah, we added some bass into that one. Come on then. 2 European teams left. We want to stick it at that way. Was that English? I don't know. We're in London. It's fine. Anything goes. We're an international city. If we want 2 European teams to stay here in London, that's what I should say. Make some noise for FUT! Nice. I love it. I'm like the child. I'm enjoying the sign. Okay. Thank you so much, London. We're going to go into our second game shortly. Obviously, you'll hear from my friend Golden Boy and the analyst deck very soon. But before I let you go, let's give them something to remember you guys by. Mini is not his name. Mimi and Billy on the desk with GB. Please make some noise for our analyst desk. Lovely. Thank you so much, guys. Enjoy the rest of the games. We'll see you very soon. Thank you.
G2 už nemůžu vyhrát po devastační prohře? Se píš, že můžou, kámo. Takzvaný reverse sweep. Za co byl ten bossman title? Už to chápu, TPC. Poslouchám Ketchup. Jak jsi to pochopil teďko?
Here with Coach Vlad of FUT. Vlad, we thought maybe you would double down on the double duelist stuff on Ascent, but no. So talk to us about putting Zeus on the Battle Sage.
I mean, you just said it yourself, like Battle Sage is like a good form for him. It has been such a long time we haven't been playing Ascent because like we have 100% win rate on Haven, but it's good to show the Ascent
formu
right now.
Smutek.
So we're feeling good.
Okay, that's good. That's good to hear. And that was Vlad with FUT with the W on a Turkish map.
Oh yeah, I mean, I forgot for a minute. Turkey's game on Ascent. Because man, oh man, what a great start here for FUT. Welcome back, everyone. Let's go ahead and dive straight into our Verizon high-speed moment here. And Billy, walk us
On nehraje za FUT?
You were really picking up
Kámo,
what FUT were putting
blbost.
Yeah, so Vlad kind of just spoke about the value of the Sage, but here we see Zeus kind of set.
Čau, já v samém boku něco ohledně toho, jak se dokážeš fokusovat tak dlouho.
Just being able to slow it to stop any aggression coming out from G2 was really, really nice.
Jako určitě tam je něco ohledně toho a není tam přímo. Já už jsem to psal před rokem, já jsem mohl přečíst znova, abych věděl, co všechno tam vlastně mám v tom. Ale jako je tam i to, jak se starám o sebe, no je tam, kamo, můžu otevřít, kamo, ty kapitoly, abych se připomněl. A ten celkově ten e-book je směřovaný víc na IRL než na Valorant. Jak se o sebe jako starat.
So many moments too. He was just taking these great angles, not really allowing G2 to feel comfortable in a lot of those moments. And honestly, one of the big things that we were seeing from FUT was just aggression. I really liked how they wanted to just be in the face of G2, not let them have any kind of space to work with, and they took advantage of it.
Yeah, I want to go back to the first half because I think G2's read in this one was that they wanted to play quite passive. They didn't want to go for proactive fights on their defensive side. And I think their comp honestly looks like it benefits from it when you have a Phoenix in play, but they were so
Podívám se na názvy kapitol, kámo, nějaká chvilka, co jsem to...
give massive amounts of space, and then FUT is excellent in these post-plant positions. They were always fighting deep, they were always disrupting G2, and they ran away with the attack side. I think off of rounds like this.
Já jsem na to doporučil nepořídil atomový návyky, je to hodně obohacující. Jedna z nejlepších knížek, kámo, na produktivitu a pičovinky, no. Nechci jít pro Vevalu, ale přijde mi interesně, že dokážu soustředit tak dlouho, asi na to kouknu, díkec. Děkuju, kámo. Nevím, jsem ani nepřemýšlel tolik, kámo, ale jako... Určitě dost z toho dělají suplementy Derealize. To jak fungují, tak... Kámo... Basically se treatu poslední, hlavně třeba 2 roky jako... atlet. Basically seš, kámo... atlet. Mám tady, kámo, první část. Je to na části ten e-book rozdělený. Musím připomenout, kámo, jsem to vydal před rokem, už více jak před rokem. Mám tady první část, mindset, rozdělený na části, hned na začátek moje oblíbená, rozbitý talentový problém. Za druhý, model, který funguje, za třetí motivace versus disciplína, za čtvrtý vyhoření a udržitelnost. Takže je tam, kámo. To je ta část. Potom druhá část je dostaňte víc. Efektivita, přátelství, zdravá, nezdravá toxicita, elo. Třetí část profesionální level. Technika už teď, teorie 1%, nejpodceňovanější stránka, jak se ukázat. Videa, které doporučuji, tajné kousky a poděkování. Jdu se podívat, kámo, co jsem psal u udržitelnosti, která tě zajímá asi nejvíc teď. Já mám na YouTube actually jednu kapitolu jako ukázku, no. Motivace a disciplínu. Crazy, že jedeš několik let, ještě nejsi burnout, nechápu. Kamo. Já do něj nechci přemýšlet. Děkuju. Já to zčásti taky nechápu, ale to je to, že právě já na tím ani nepřemýšlím. Já jsem tak, kámo, zaměstnaný hlavou jinde, že ani nepřemýšlím nad tím, že bych se měl nějak cítit vyhořený nebo něco. Nebo že to chápeš. Hlavně se cítím víc blest ohledně všeho, než že by mě to mělo
On attack sides,
vyčerpávat.
Okay. He normally does an excellent job of navigating into the A space behind the Viper on the mid rounds. But I think alongside Jaw, he's been one of the players that I think has been off of his timings on the lurk, especially in the XLG game. It was a big underperformance from the norm. So I'm looking at him as well. I'm looking at Jaw. I'm looking at really everyone on this team
Vyhoření a udržitelnost, ukáž?
and show a G2 that is confident, that can deliver on expectation, that can show why people thought this team would be a contender.
Já jsem to vydával před rokem, ale psal jsem to ještě rok předtím. To je actually interesting, to jako číst si pro sebe teďko. Že už to mám tak zažitý, kamo, některé ty věci, o kterých tam mluvím, že ani už nad tím tady nepřemýšlím, ale tady jsem to měl jako... Už to je součástí mě to, co dělám, ale tady jsem to ještě neměl součástí sebe, když jsem to psal. A mám tady prostě... tělo je chrám, kámo.
And look, if there was gonna be a map for it, this has to be one of them, right? Coming into Lotus.
Tunnel Vision, kinda. Ale zároveň mám tohleto v sobě, to mám tady, můžu ti přečíst úryvek, kámo, zajímavý. Jsem zastáncem toho, že tvoje tělo má vlastní mysl a pokud ji budeš dlouhodobě a až agresivně ignorovat, ozve se. A tvrději, než by si psal. Mně se například takto ze dne na den spustily panické ataky. Hraní 16 hodin denně, dlouhodobý stres, osamělost, která při grandění věcí vzniká, nekvalitní a kratší spálení, než kolik bych doopravdy potřeboval, velice neorganizovaná hygiena a schopnost být několik dní veselé bez sprchy, nulový pořádný pohyb a pobyt venku a strava, otazník, pizza z donášky, však co by se mohlo stát, jsem robot. No. Jak se snad probíral toto téma vyhoření, no.
Headed towards rubble here.
And a good opportunity for G2 on this attacking side to set a standard. Set a line in the sand here and just kind of show what they can do. FUT have opted for a very all-in look. Now, fortunately for G2, not going that way.
There's not even really anybody to challenge on the side of FUT to really act as a deterrent.
Předvedl si můj lifestyle před pár měsícema. To prostě, když ti je pod 18, kámo, nebo ještě před 20, pod 20, kámo, tak jako, že to tělo snese strašně moc, kámo, aniž by si cítil cokoliv, mi přijde. Ale mě už teďko bylo, když jsem to psal, bylo 20, 21? 22? Nevím, kurva. 22 asi už. 23 skoro. Už se to ozývalo na zpátek. Ale G2 má na ty mapy insane staty a FUTka špatný, tak schválně. Tak možná staty nejsou všechny.
s0pp and Crossley both tagged up ahead of this site here coming through. s0pp still gets a kill. The spike doesn't go down. FUT are able to flood ahead of that.
Máš tam něco o pro?
This is just
Mám tam kapitolu o pro play, no. Takže ta poslední část se jmenuje profesionální level, něco takovýho, ne? Jsem to četl teďko.
Oh my word. Those pistols continue to elude G2.
They've got some work to do, and I just don't know if they're going to have the time to do it here. Need I remind you, this is a lower bracket game. It is do or die situations for these teams. Very few chances to recover at this point, but s0pp trying to stand his ground. Make sure he doesn't outstay his welcome, but slowly but steadily backing away. Yeah, the J?
Jo, taky není balanced, by the way, to spojení s tou maršálkou. Just saying.
And you can see it there on the minimap as well. s0pp going to catch Baby Bait. There's a drop on the smoke, and s0pp going to
ale trounul to hezky jak Turek.
G2 trying to actually pressure further forward here, all the way into spawn. Leaf will be spotted though, Crossley. A chance to maybe farm this up, we'll find.
Kámo, chroustali takhle farmí G2 prostě, to je extrém.
To close the account. Maintain some of these crucial weapons early on. Crossley just missing one for his ult. G2 will have the upper hand here in terms of weaponry, but said there's two bulldogs maintained. For always a threat in rounds like this.
FUT going for a stack. Just leaving. Who's it? J with a sheriff on the other side of the map. He's got his setup behind him, but still kind of a 1-3-1 beginning for G2. Going to note that there is a further exploration towards that rubble side. So J's got to be careful though. Needs to be able to hold this down on a pretty much a solo endeavor until support can get even nearby.
Tak bych uzavřel tam tu kámo tu. Ten magický kámo, jak fungujeme jako lidi. Že... A to funguje, actually o tom to píše se v těch atomových navicích, kámo, ale přijím je to trochu hlubší, než jako ta knížka je. Kámo, když děláš nějaký věci, nějakou dobu, dlouhodobě po sobě, tak se potom stanou součást tebe a funguje to jak s pozitivníma, tak s negativníma, kámo. S tím je to až magický. Prostě je spoustu věcí, které jsem se dřív musel soustředit na to, abych je dělal. Vědomě jsem se na ně musel soustředit, abych to dělal. Několik měsíců jsem to takhle dělal vědomě a teďko prostě už po letech basically to dělám, ani bych nad tím vůbec přemýšlel a pak až zpětně třeba vědomě to dělám. Jakože snad to jsou jakože pozitivní věci ve většině než negativní, ale funguje to na obě strany, no. Pak ani nevnímáš, kamo, že už to děláš vlastně. Je to součást tebe. Jen taková myšlenka ještě, vole. To se ptal Derealized. Ale expensive bonus tohle. By the way.
Certainly didn't look as if that was going to pan out.
That's a bonus.
The timing here on the investment. So much info. Again, you got. I mean, it's a miracle.
Jak se jmenuje ten TikTokový termín, by the way? Jak se jmenuje ten TikTokový termín, když se řekne, že to byl nějaký velký životní zvrat?
G2 delivered one by Leaf.
Nevím, kámo. Vlastně něco jako rozklad a tak dále, vole. Canon Event, tomu říká na TikToku, tak. Canon Event, tomu říká na TikToku, chat. Tak se musí stát ty Canon Eventy pro tebe, aby si to zvědomil zase, že něco děláš a nebo naopak neděláš. Neviděl jsem Spidermana. A můj Canon Event byly ty panické ataky, no, když jsem si uvědomil, že mám špatný návyky některý, vole. Když jsem se přestěhoval sem, kámo, jsem prostě poprvé bydlel sám. Mamka mi nevyvařovala. Jsem si říkal, že ušetřím, budu si objednávat tady nejlevnější pizzu, co tady je, kámo, vlastně za 100, vole, kolik korun, 120, kámo. A jedl jsem to snídaně, oběd, večeře. Chápeš, jsem si objednal prostě jednu velkou pizzu za den, rozdělil jsem se to, kámo. Takhle jsem se stravoval, ty kokote. A o pár měsíců později bylo zle. Kolik tě je? 18.
And Leaf just let off the chain a little, let off the leash, go and walkabouts, having a look deeper towards stairs. Should give good information across to the rest of the side. You shouldn't drop this one.
They need a pick and G2 just aren't giving it to them.
18 a pár měsíců, kámo.
That's pretty solid. That could have been exceptional as Sop was trying there to be essential in outcome, and Yellowjay still alive. Hold on, Leaf, the man who started it. The one.
Ale list.
Brilliant again from the man.
List to prebere na sebe. Tuhle mapu.
Follows up with a 3K here. G2 keeping FUT in check. Again, a huge opportunity here for FUT to run away with this one. But this slower pace, this composure starting to come through for G2. If they can rally behind Leaf right now, could just be the turning point in this series for them.
Ale to jakoby, když říkám zpětně nahlas, tak to je jako vtipný, no, že jsem si myslel, vole, že... Turecko! Turecko! Ale babies! Ty píčo, hej! Zachránil koleso, senior.
Might be noted on this baby bay next to Leaf. These two have really shone.
A co tak koukám na utility, usíš třeba Baby Bay? Rovnou potom kill dal i Volu. Musí mít actually mega dobrý game sense. Ani nebyl greedy s tím plantem, hledal hned insta post plant flash. Actually... Chápu, proč ho chtějí mít v týmu, no. Čum, kámo. On je fakt dobrý, kámo.
Another hero to note for G2 right now. FUT still just causing so many issues. I mean, s0pp goes above and beyond here. The support system really
Ty pičo, a je dobrý shoty dal, no.
Looking 10 years younger on some of these shots. I mean, he's not wrong. He's opening few. The old situation now for
Nejde chuť vystrat na Valose?
Great position to snowball this
Úplně ne.
success.
Jakože je to prostě up and down, jakože ta hra mě jako dokáže mega srát. Hlavně poslední rok, dva, kdy je ta neon meta jebnutá a teďko prostě sračku meta zas. Ale...
They don't expect him this close. There's just no way.
One singular leaf this time is going to behead s0pp. Makes his way through, and they've sliced through two sides of this map now. Issues galore for FUT. Backing away. Doesn't need to outstay his welcome. And G2 making good moves here.
Even the smoke going up will...
Už jsem ušel až moc dlouhou cestu na to, abych na to vyjebal, kámo.
On guard towards A. And do they try and dig Leaf out or just...
Chci pushnout full distance.
Finding something here.
A pak se na to už tak vysrat, ale...
It's a very strange round.
Až nebudu moc. Basically, ale dokud můžu, kámo, tak... To chci pushovat.
Almost not going to find anybody here towards C.
And look who's still here, Leaf. Man, every time he is always seemingly right behind you. Leaf on an absolute belter.
Když se koukáme na zápas a já znám prostě všech 5 lidí, co jsou nalevo, protože jsou z Evropy, chápe. Všech 5 lidí znám, vím jak hrajou, vole, vím jaký mají hlas, vím všechno a pretty sure, že týpci znají mě, vole, chápe. Prostě je pak těžký si říct, že na to seru, když jsme tak close. Jo, jsem na doučkovinu, no, brzo. Sedím na doučkovinu.
This is his map, man.
On an absolute tear, Lauren.
They need a timeout FUT. They are being dictated to. It feels like everything.
Já jsem na hopiu ohledně příštího roku, no.
And the big positive is this isn't even something that needs like an adjustment in the calling. It's like when Leaf is feeling it right this, just let him go. Let him create the opportunities for you. A stark contrast because G2 that have total freedom. 12-2 right now.
Oh, he's untouchable. Absolutely untouchable. For FUT, do they have any other plans in mind, or is this kind of where they end?
Taky? Let's go, brzo.
Again, so much put to just
What the fuck?
I think the NA fans like it, so
yeah,
right.
Yeah.
Still on guard. Still on duty. Still
karma.
The quick handling of it.
Instantní karma.
Are they going to check he's dead? No. Well, maybe Jaw was considering it.
4v4 now. And again for G2, yes, obviously losing out on Leaf, who's been monstrous, is a bit of a loss. But again, look at what is commanded. 3 players had to be put to that task.
There.
It's Jay. Only a sheriff here. He's going to need to land.
Je tu J2, jako má tečku, ale to je nebezpečná. Míří nějak nízko, kámo. A Baby Bay je ver všeho.
G2 finally looking like they're, I don't want to say former selves, but the team that we expected to be seeing.
Je prostě to jakoby něco, co mě udivuje strašně v tom Valorantu už dlouhodobě. A to je actually jako mapa. že prostě jak moc udělá s jedním týmem mapa. Měli to stejný a všechny týmy to mají tohle. Prostě některé týmy mají extrémně dobrou mapu a extrémně špatnou mapu. A jenom tím, že si zahraje jiná mapa, tak... To dává, kámo. To dal Xeus, kámo. Jak tam sedí s těma nožičkama, Rostomile? Pupík. A tu je ten play proti Eku je by the way troll, já nevím, co dělá list tady, jakoby. Co dělá list? To schodil dolů, by the way, tím sečlem? To schodil tím sečlem dolů? To bylo actually insane.
FUT bring it within one. We'll call a timeout now, and I mean probably a time for celebrations. You're honest, you've had probably singing their praises, but
they need an overall sort of game plan, though. It feels like you'll get a couple of those. Obviously, we've seen the capability of FUT, but it feels like that ethos check-in, that kind of mentality approach of how do we handle Leaf on one side, maybe Baby Bay on the other. We're not getting the info, even though we are taking space on extremities. We're being.
Krustel má vlasy jak Enrik, by the way, ne? A kdo to měl takhle dřív? On nebo Enrik?
For sure, the coin-based win condition coming out of this. Now some ults to play with on the side of FUT. Maybe a couple of players are buying in hand here. Do see an operator on the table. I mean, still.
List zbadl ze stromu. Zbadl.
I think G2 thought that round was over. Well, you don't see a single ult popped to really counteract that.
It should be a rude awakening. Get him back. Focused up here because map 1 is something they'd sooner forget, but we know it happened and the scoreline is still just 3-4. They're not out of the woods, they've just looked a lot better. So we go back in, what's been the adjustment from FUT now?
Ty máš dysgrafii i za jiné nebo něco, kámo, jestli jo, tak to chápu, ale jakože jestli ne, tak...
Sopp now starting over towards C. Social we're going to look to get a little further forwards. G2 continue.
Možná oni máš, ani o tom nevíš, actually.
Gathering approach. It's not Leaf on a solo endeavor this time, and he's not leading the charge at all. Constantly though. Proactivity rewarded there. Baby Bay.
Vaška, včera nemůžeš dovolat gramatický chyby lock-in? A to je normální, ne, kámo? 6-7. Děkuji za 6-7. A Valin se nasral z toho minulýho kola. Dělá saslovinu, to byla saslovina. Já si pamatuju tuhleto. Já si pamatuju tohle z x let dozadu nějakého starého klipu, nebo ze streamu prostě. To byl u Snapy, já jsem chodil k Snapymu na stream. A Snapy to dělal stejně, kámo. Že říkal, že nechce mít na streamu prostě jako hloupí lidi a mazal a timeoutoval lidi za to, když neuměli psát. Takže to mám tam tuď, kámo, že jakoby... Dává smysl, ne prostě, kámo, kdybych tady nechával lidi psát špatně, gramaticky all the time. Tak jako na lidi budou psát víc, ale I don't know. To nastavuje vibe celého streamu úplně divný.
But they lose on the other side of the map now.
I think I know what the MO is coming out of the timeout. Find him, kill him.
Já se to netimeoutuju, jenom kámo si toho vždycky všimnu. Vydal HERNÍ 24 hodin timeout, zde jsem napsat dvojtečka místo XD, nebo co je to druhý? Jo, a to je jakoby... Co se týče emotu, tak... To jsem třeba nikdy moc nebyl takovej, vole, striktní na emoty, ale vím, že hodně streamerů a i komunit jsou striktní na emoty, kámo. Ale Baby zachraňuje, čum. On nestíhá, ale... Nestíhá, kurva. Kámo. Děkuju, Keču, za 20 Yangu, děkuju.
Just double checking on that one. Oh, good in the end.
Jsem si říkal, že mohl ultnout na ten spike. Ale měl čas i tak. Půlku, párku, s půlkou rohlíku.
Obávaný predátor Prairie.
Děkuji, Keču, děkuji. Je vydá banditku místo Ghosta? Když ti sedí. Tak můžeš, kámo. A záleží, jaký máš plán na kód. Když plánuješ spamovat smoky, tak je lepší Ghost.
Going forwards once more. Revealed. He shut down. Leaf's found the kill as well.
Yeah, Leaf this time bringing the rest of the boys over for the party. Gonna try and keep this one in.
Nedělám chyby, protože jsem Slovák, Louky nechce musel číst slovenštinu. Já radši čtu slovensky zprávy, než špatně česky. Jako o dost radši.
Start to work the map a little bit. Crossley though. He's curious outside B. You can find this transition. I mean, now you don't want him. Look at the X-ray there.
That's a lot of players. That's a lot of players, but that's one less.
Tomu dal.
HP gets away. It's a 3v3 now.
Tomu dal chroustal jako.
The safety net as well. The smoke comes up, but there's still a wall. Stay still alive.
Leaf still lurking.
Jak ho zabil a nedostal trade, kámo, to je crazy.
45 seconds.
Good read from FUT as well. Look where they're headed. They're going to send two towards the C site. Conscious that Leaf has slipped the net on this side of the map, but Jaw, he's tagged up.
Should be able to avoid this.
Yeah, no catch.
And he's getting curious. There it is, punishment on it. But do they expect, yeah, the J, can he avoid this? No. So he swings ahead, takes the body and drops it, but a 1v2. Hard at this point now as he's so far.
Jestli tohle krašne soucábl,
They still don't know. You can see, look at it, yeah, look
tak se ti to můžou jako disbandnout. Jakože klač přes celou mapu, 1v2.
Can he isolate somebody off that?
They cannot afford to drop this round though. G2, I want to see them with margins here.
If Sociable hits back-to-back 1v2s.
So it's near on unforgivable, isn't it? Paranoia's there, smoke there, TP, but he wants one early. He wants it before he spots Leaf. He can't get past him. G2, hold on.
Máš šanci umět hrát na téhle úrovni?
See already what's been discussed in the timeout. I mean, s0pp hyper aggressive here. It's revealed, unfortunately, it's just not considering the possibility that somebody's just TP'd across.
I like that adjustment from G2 to not just leave it.
Za rok možná.
They read that adjustment as quickly as we did. Put some bodies behind it, put utility to it. Make sure he's not going to be just instantly found on this. And again, it sends the finances back to the Stone Age for FUT.
20 korun, když to klačne.
No, what happened last time here?
Yeah, you're not wrong, are you? Yeah, the J. Nah, not going to be there.
Tohle je desperate, kámo, od FUT. Je hodně desperate.
Take him out of the equation.
A ty dost máš ty šanci hrát na téhle úrovni? Ano. Jak jako šanci. Mám tady vytáhnout svoje VLR do píči! Jeden stream se bez toho neobejdem.
Issues here in rotation for FUT. He does have a pit if this gets crazy.
It just shouldn't. It just shouldn't. By all accounts, it just shouldn't. There it is. He's going to go for the pit preemptively. Need assurance in this round.
That's a big win for FUT, though, honestly.
I'll take that. Fowler going to find Valen close. The paranoia is good, but the shots are there. Valen, well handled. We do see the rest of the players coming through. Oh, that's a late investment from s0pp.
Oh, s0pp. Ustlán.
Quick. Sociable and Zeus. It feels like a formality now, but Sociable's still going to do some damage. Can he get any more rounds out of the realms of reality here?
Oh, pozemní smoke na boustra. Boustrovinky.cz. Myslíš, že najdeš další tým po tom, co skončil ve španělské lize? Tak to není jestli najdu další tým, ale jaký další tým to bude.
They've done so well to get it to this
Still got holes to play with as well. It's a fantastic position to be in. Great isolation here with the paint shell for Jaw.
Děkuju.
For success. A little bit curious. What was being called in that situation, but
týmech.
Maybe knows something we don't. It's Jaw, Trent and Valen. Ults to invest here. Round 12, a chance for G2 to secure a huge advantage here. Or even, I mean, given the state of the pistols, really.
Hrál jsem...
Want them to be 4 up.
Yeah. Play agreement. Looks direct though from G2.
A řesnu game.
Looks like they are.
Hrál jsem
Ult's coming out and there's the ult sent, but it's a 1-1
Esubě s
trade. Cross the league and at
Bobisem.
least cost Jawgemo his life in that. Social ball gonna back
Hrál
from the
jsem
space.
Podniku s Mickey Goulin. Esubě s Muffinem.
And Babybay gonna punish. Good pick up there. G2 finding
A tak dále.
stability on the site, but FUT are on the way.
To jsem řekl, Esubě s Muffinem.
Trying to give them a little bit of,
Enterprise.
I guess, relief towards that heaven side, but there's still issues on the site itself. Sop being part of it takes away Babybay. That's tree gone. Trent on 36 HP can start feeling.
Pavel si napsal, já chápu, to myslíš dobře, ale mě to uráží, by the way, takže... 5-7. Nechci být coach, kámo, vole, teďko, chci hrát.
This last round on the half.
Another situation, the spike doesn't go down and G2 have to then go forwards. They have to fight this. They give
Šel na lolko, jak byl dobrý v lolku.
FUT strike and find number 5.
I mean, it's massive.
Considering
if G2 got that, it felt like a different game. But now the question mark of those pistols for G2, we wait with bated breath.
Tady máme Q&A prostě dneska, nebo co? To je v Slovák, by the way, nalevo. Vytočený. Vašek není coach, Vašek je úplně hráč, to na něm vidíš prostě. Chápu, Pavle, a to už budeš mít kamaráde, manželku, děti, vole, a hypotéku na krku, jako až já půjdu na druhou kolej za ním. Ale děkuju. Doufám, jak pak přijdeš, kámo, s dětma fandit, vole. Ale teďko tady vidíte ENC, Riyadh 8. až 15. listopadu, tak tam budu koučovat zrovna.
What is the biggest headache FUT brings?
To je neskutečný coaching.
I think they all have their, you know, very good individual aim and they play a very chaotic style.
How do you handle that?
Shoot them back.
Good.
Good. Mezi na Masters nebyl, kámo, actually. Bohužel ne. Byl jsem v Berlíně jenom. Nevím kolikrát už ani. 3krát?
Alrighty, 5-7. G2 in the lead. And now this time, Mike, they gotta get this pistol. Please.
Kdybych dítě, muž, ale problém je ta žena. Nedá se jen tak, kámo, spawnout dítě. Až kolik tě je? 15.
Back at the top of the table for FUT. Crossley having a fantastic performance in that first half as well, but can the likes of Leaf, Babybay, these anchors really hold up under the
7 konzát není asi tak moc.
FUT find some
By the way.
early success. Again, one of those teams you talk about.
Ale FUT nehrajou Viper, kámo. Potřebuju, aby vyhráli G2, aby se potvrdilo, což je říkám, že hrát Viperless je troll.
G2, if you wanted any of the pistols, this is one that you really want under the belt. Get that nice buffer. Leaf and Babybay, the two players that have impressed me thoroughly, are the ones to receive all the attention. Paint shells, power and all.
Spamuj, dětku! A dědek trolíka měl triple kill ve smoku a odmítl ho.
Simple stuff for FUT.
This pause ahead of the execute is just lethal. Again, this is a Viper and a Vice here, holding this site.
Oh man. Oh,
Disgusting.
man, that was not how they dreamed
Jaký
it
skóre,
happened.
čet, jaký skóre?
A flawless pistol converted here.
Pozor na to skóre.
FUT taking the right steps. Yeah. Into this Lotus, or back into this Lotus immediately in the second half. Even with Leaf getting really cheeky inside the poison orb, amounts to nothing.
Bullshit, kámo.
It is going to be a brutally hard bit of work now as FUT get the first step on the ladder really to run this one back to an even affair. 6-7.
Oh.
Pain fell to
on
the
that. What
face.
was
I don't know, man. He's got an arm. Absolute cannon. But the A site's open.
Yeah.
It was a stack to start with. Fair enough. Again, you look at the round. They haven't invested massively into this. But seeing no resistance thus far until then, I think that FUT have figured it out.
Yeah. A little caution on display from FUT.
Yeah, they're looking to pivot B.
I mean, a misread actually on the back of Jaws.
Tu jsou nejhorší pistol tým, no.
They could just maybe
Well,
brute force
Yetijay's
it.
timing is crucial in B alongside this though. Jaw gets shut down.
Jaw's done really well.
Oh!
He's done exceptionally well.
And Yetijay's timing amounts to nothing as well.
Yeah, s0pp took a load of damage too. This is still getting hectic here. Hop, s0pp does.
Hop, vole, s0pp, jaký, tak co?
Double down.
Ugh.
Yeah, this is getting messy stuff here. Leaf's got
Messy?
an upgrade, so does Baby Bay.
Messy mention.
Zeus though does have a Phantom. That's a pretty big weapon to bring into this.
Dneska se zase hraje fotbal?
They're going the other way as well.
This could be a lifeline for
Každý den se hraje
G2.
fotbal, veď? Takže mi nepřijde nebo co.
Cross to lead, seen, sees,
Ten půl je insane.
slowing them down. Buying a couple of seconds. Those seconds become precious at this point. Flash comes in, turns it, buying more and more time. Another target, but he drops on this one. Now down a Zeus, a 1v3 to hold on to this. Sees just out of reach, Prowler good. Gonna send in the satchel. That's clean on the first.
He's sticking it.
Surgical. He's got a
Oh, nice shot, Trent.
Baby Bay and Trent with a Mastercard Thrifty. Not out of it yet.
Oh my word.
Německo s no-nameama?
You can't fault the fight towards Spawn.
Jak s no-nameama?
Caught off guard. There's 3 members of G2.
Jak může být národ no-name?
And just gets caught at the worst possible time. That's when you want to see that lurk really find value, be it information or dying in that situation. But then it's the Spawn fight that really unravels
No-name národ
right
prostě.
in FUT's face. G2 find number 8, a round 2 flip.
s0pp's going though. He's still pushing. And lovely reveal.
Až se dostanu do WC, budeš dělat Watchparty, to je jasný.
All of that space he was looking after, and G2 starting to stamp their authority in some of these aggressive starts from FUT. Just sheriffs.
To byl dobrý tech od Trenta.
Barely a look in.
This whole time, Leaf looking to get right behind this play, but might not even matter. Rosterly tucked into tree right now. Yetijay.
Kurakao.
Space to work with. G2 freeze.
Jak je jako Kurakao na World Cupu a Slovensko ne?
Round 2 flip, a flawless to
World
find
Cup.
G2 with a big cushion now.
Představ si někdo dělat Watchparty na tvůj tým. Však Edric dělal Watchparty na náš tým, ne?
Give me split.
To si dokážu představit. Tohle je dobrý tech. Tohle je velice dobrý tech.
Finally seeing shades of this G2 side we've heard about, right? The regional masters that always look good domestically and internationally.
This buy is heavy.
Protože mají fotbalisty.
Linchpin, isn't it? All right, you weren't paying attention. Now you will be. This is the one that either gets.
Taky je nejlepší slovenský fotbalista.
And it's an aggressive beginning, at least taking space for G2 over towards Mount.
So now put to task, has to try and find some space to play into. G2 exploring elsewhere. There's a 3-man commitment towards C. But looking to find something in towards the
David
mid side now.
Hansko. A za co hraje normálně David?
Listening with FUT.
Paranoya atacağım size. Atacağım proları yakınlaş. Tower'a attım smoke. Gördüm.
Reni çıkamaz, sakin. Yavana nade attım. İki etir lazım, iki etir lazım. Hobbit'i gel, Hobbit'i vur.
A nervy sociable.
Başka. Hobbit bakıyorum. Hobbit wise.
Why so bit?
Na Madrid, to je insane.
A'ya gelip vursana. Heaven'a gelip vurabiliyoruz mu?
Bekle.
Hobbit bende, Hobbit bende.
Hobbit'e git Doğan. Hobbit'e git.
Benim yok.
Şu Vice'a yürüyün beyler yavaş yavaş. Onu vurmamız lazım.
Dedim.
Sağda da olur.
Dá mid-round coaching ten social, bro.
V4 cross the league and back away under the pressure as here comes G2 sweeping back on the site. Zeus sends one away, goes back for seconds. Zeus standing tall with 3. Cross the lead into port. They have enough to push this further.
To se stalo.
Scoreline not quite secure yet for G2.
Another clean round now for FUT. They want to chip away at this cushion we were just discussing for G2. And you're able to really... What is that?
Zapárek, zachte na klobásu. To chlapi jako...
A few quiet rounds after
Jsem se bavil s pár fotbalistama a tak.
in the first half, but
Actually, fotbal...
certainly still...
I když jsi jenom tier 2, kámo, v fotbalu, tak bereš takový rakety, kámo. To je actually velice dobrý career path.
I mean, I'm looking at the buy behind this now, 3 semi.
Project Mbappé is real, kámo.
So FUT can keep this clean. The scoreline aside will have a slight advantage.
Není dobré udělat na C-main, teda pustím Vice Flashem, co se dá pre-roundalo. Jo, je to dobrá trapa, no, ale nesmíš to udělat moc obvious, že jo.
That Prowler not going to catch, so they're not going to identify Yesterday being here, but the investment of the ult from Zeus wants to ensure space.
Káron udělal Károna.
Right behind them, Sop's fallen. Zeus looking to send that pain shell towards that CT side. Jawgemo has to respect this. But look who's on the lurk. Baby, are you aware?
Že tužej.
There's been enough going on that they've considered this now.
Jo, však i v Česku, Barte, kámo. Když jsi v jednom těch, vole, top, nevím kolika týmech, tak jako... Bereš klidně 100 000, vole, nebo 100 000. Nevím, jestli množný číslo, ale jako 100 000 měsíčně prostě na klidno. To jsem slyšel, teda, já jsem tam nehrál nikdy.
You can see now, they are chomping at the bit. They really want to take the fight to G2.
They're hunting them across this map.
Yeah, they really are. And even in situations like this,
Vice Flash to není senior, není pravda. Když o něm nevíš, tak ten Vice Flash je jeden z nejlepších flashů in the game, kámo. Čovej tam.
Michael, what have you done?
Contractual obligations is just out of my hands.
Are we actually, like, what is it, 3 for 3 now?
We are 3 for 3. In the hometown.
Don't look up here. I see like enough people turning and being aware.
I'm not making eye contact with anybody.
No, stand up and apologize right now. You can take this time. There you go. Sorry guys. Sorry gang.
Yeah.
It's
I'm gonna sit back down now.
Yeah. Fanatic fans, apologies for both reasons. You know. Hopefully it's a quick pause here.
Nevím, jak to funguje všude možně. Urza, ale... Nebudu jmenovat, ale ty jedny z těch lepších, nebo ty jeden z těch nejlepších českých týmů, tak prostě máš jako 100k plus, no, že on to dává smysl, protože ve fotbale, kámo, nemáš zakázaný žádný sponzory, at least, kámo, z toho, co jsem tak jako vnímal, tam gambička, typ sport, vole, máš tam, kámo, chlast, má to insane sledovanost, všechno, takže se to jakoby, plus chodí tam IRL, chodí lidi na ty stadiony. Takže jakoby se tam je nějaká návratnost pořádná, takže to mohou mít dobrý platy i v nižších ligách, no. E-sportu to je horší.
Again, this isn't just a normal game of Lotus, this isn't map 1, it's map 2, and you already lost out on Ascent. And some of those concerns come back in. You get that momentum swing starting to hit for FUT at the right time, you know, peaking at the right time. That's why I'm worried. As, I mean, the sign's already been written. That's a concerning sign here. But they have Jawgemo sitting ready with an ult, but it's the finances. You were talking about it kind of almost at that previous round. What was behind it? And I think this is why...
Third day asking for Sliggy.
I mean, he's only up there.
Slug out for Sliggy, kámo.
Go watch the coast stream. I promise you, he's around, he's on site. He's waving like the queen to the people. Or king, I guess, these days.
King, yeah.
Yeah. That is beautiful form, beautiful form. But thank you for your patience if you are playing along at home.
Just come back to that as well. It would be
Přeplo
a very
jak
different
psovi, kámo.
situation here. A win for G2 brings most of this old cycle online, and then FUT are just up against it. Like I said, the crucial ones for me in the second half.
Whoever 2-0 need to catch train.
And Leaf, like I said, he had a few rounds, but what we're talking about, 4 kills outside of those.
And actually, speaking of Leaf, I actually just got an update from production, as this might
Kámo.
take longer, rather than staying with us.
Kámo.
We are going to go down to a video where we spoke with Leaf about the loss to XOG.
Tak to je insane, ne?
Like SOP in this HyperX.
To jsou insane songs, takže na oficiálním streamu, na který kouká každý jeden streamer na světě,
Hey guys, G2 Leaf here. We just lost
mu daj promo na Sliggy Store, kámo.
Tough, very
Jebe ti.
We made a huge mistake on Ascent, just like gave them so many
Jebe
it's
ti.
just really hard to work with. And on Split, you know, we were barely there. We lost to Thrifty and then just kind of crumbled. Overall, just very disappointed with myself, and also I think we're all disappointed.
Více jak 5 milionů, myslím, Jakube, dokonce to postovali nedávno.
I think that s0pp has just been very entertaining. You know, he's kind of a showman. He's playing his aggro style on the Jet and stuff like that. And
Nevím, prostě ty orgy si zakládají jakože lidi, který...
He's showing everybody why he's, you know, the new duelist in town. And he's just funny.
Pro který to jsou drobný, no. Aspoň tak to vnímám, ale... Záleží, je orga od orgy, ale spoustu těch org vlastní prostě nějaký super rich, kámo, investor, který to má jenom jako side hustle, vole, nebo prostě for the funsies, no. A nebo pak tady máš takový fnaty, který krachujou, protože nikoho takového za sebou nemají.
Taking a little bit of time to make sure it's right.
Split second is everything when FUT are running you down.
Yeah, 100%. And again, if it does take a little bit longer, we can go to a break and just kind of take our time with this one, because again, we do want to ensure that everything is right for these players.
Fotbalový tým je vlastní olejáři a e-sport tým je vlastní fotbalisti. No, tak je to celý takovýhle ten. A kámo, a největší jakoby zvrat na tom je, když se takhle chceme do toho ponořit do hlubin, že kámo, je to vlastně jakoby, to už jako hodně odboču, ale že to je jakoby efekt Kolosea. Basically, hej plebejci, tady máte hry, koukejte se. A my tady v pozadí budeme dělat ten správný biznis, abyste nikdo toho nevnímali, ale užijte si Koloseum, plebejci. Já si ho užívám, kámo, pojď. Ale věřím, že to má layers, no.
Be it in the game, out of the game, and then having to kind of keep going forward and kind of find that momentum. Because I know a lot of people were talking about...
A největší layer, co mě jako zajímá, je, aby skončila těch pauza, dohrál se ten zápas a mohl jsem jí hrát já.
A weird choice maybe from G2 potentially, if that's how you want to see it, fair play. But Lotus was meant to be G2's kind of playground, and we saw it in those early rounds. That first half, I mean, G2 looked solid once they got into the buy. You saw the best of them. You saw Leaf hitting those lurks.
Leaf to moc nebere, kámo, že má technické problémy. Tak.
Big mistake, right? That's where Leaf, we saw it, right? Running away with rounds single-handedly. Necessarily had the opportunity to replicate that.
Ale jako upřímně to chápu, by the way, že ty lidi jsou interested v tom vlastnit takovýhle e-sport týmy nebo i normální sport týmy. Protože prostě to tě jakoby naplňuje, že jo, že buduješ něco aspoň, co lidi baví, čem lidi můžou mít takovou kariéru, něco budou, nějaký skill. K čemu ti pak jsou, kámo, ty nekonečný prachy, ale si mastíš si nad tím, že máš peníze? Nebo co děláš? Je tam a vyhrál jsem 1 z 10, myslím. Za mě v pohodě, kadence. VBPově, kámo, za 9 dní 31. Mladý klub máte celý před sebou. Ale jako respektuju, že dokážou performovat takhle ve 30. Actually se mi to docela líbí. Koukal jsem, přijde mi, že ten trend se trochu změnil. Přijde mi, že minulý eventy, minulý rok, ty průměry byly o dost níž na těch eventech. Schválně si kecám. Podíváme se na Champions 2025 a podíváme se na Masters Londýn, OK? I když ty lidi, kámo, vlastně, kteří byli tam před tím půl rokem, tak už jsou o trochu starší, a to je jedno. To ten event přišlo, kámo, ten průměr je nějaký vysoký oproti tomu předtím, počkej.
Okay, so we are getting closer to starting this one up. We're just doing a couple of ready checks on the stage with the players. Again, they're the ones who kind of give us the green light.
To jsou champions.
Everything is solid here and then we'll get this one started again.
A stačí mi jedna záložka, abych byl na 24. A strašně moc lidí, 2021, strašně moc, kámo, 2021. Strašně moc lidem. Na champions. Average age vlastně máš tady ukázaný. Average age plus to bylo před kolika dnama, kámo, před 200 dnama, takže to bylo 22 ten průměr. A teďko je to o rok vejš ten průměr, celý průměr, kámo. To vypadá jako, že to moc není, ale jakoby je. Tady jsem instaloval si 40, ale nevím, kámo. Jen tady ty Leviathan mrdinky.
Yeah, I wouldn't necessarily. I'm not any more worried about G. I'm still very concerned. Certainly here. I mean,
2021 je všem bylo, kámo. A tady je prostě.
In terms of dictating the outcome here on Lotus.
Nevím. Já jsem trochu nakopil, ale. Rád to vidím. Rád vidím vyšší průměry věkový.
The time is not moving. The time is not moving. Time is not moving. We've been better in the past. We've fully anti-stratted tech pauses. We know how.
Plus vlastně tady to zvýšil Sociable a Baby Bay a tam byl jenom booster. Tam jsou 2, 3 tyhle a tady jenom jeden. A obráceně. Jo, jo, Fnatic se prodává, no.
They're playing rock, paper, scissors on the stage, I'm pretty sure. I can't see who's up. I can't see who's up. It's Baby Bay.
I think.
Nice. Paper. Oh, he's going for the...
Who's winning?
I can't tell. It's a horrible...
There we go.
Yeah?
Oh, we've got the split screen up now.
Oh, the 1v1 screen at last. Okay, 1, 2, 3.
Kolik to mají? Kolik to mají?
I think Baby Bay won. I think he got that.
On vyhrál 5-0?
Mike, you're the analyst here. Break it down.
Ale mu ukazoval tam.
Oh, he's going for the...
Who's winning?
I can't tell.
2-0.
It's a horrible...
There we go.
Yeah?
Oh, we've got the split screen up now.
Oh, the 1v1 screen at last.
3-0.
Okay, 1, 2, 3.
4-0, kámo. 4-0 vyhrál, kámo.
That's what Frankie should be doing, though. She should be down there, getting the best chance out of the British crowd.
That's a foul call to action. I think we are just got a little bit of an update. I think it's
Čau, Vlovíček.
go between the coaching room and the
Tady
players
koukáme, to je jasný.
during those timeouts and stuff. They want to just again, it's making things right. No, how dare you lot? Where is? I don't even know where that camera is. I don't know. I'm terrified. Normally I can find this.
It's up there somewhere.
How dare you guys? Turn it around.
Why's the cameraman not waving to us?
Don't know. No fun allowed.
A už vidím, že se line-upuje.
I'm surprised seeing G2 with quite the British contingent of chanters, though.
No.
No, you like that. You're not surprised by this.
No, not surprised. I mean, the EMEA fans. There's still plenty of them for G2.
Oh, it's the NA fans that they don't have. You got no fans. I think we could get a couple started. Maybe. We are.
Are you pitching?
I might be.
Like an off day for us? We'll let loose?
Down the pub, couple of chants.
No, I mean in here.
Me and you?
They can't give us beers.
Co dělám mu to?
I really want to do, you know, like the like feed the snake. You see how far you can get it.
Yes.
Yeah. Like we have been doing it with water. Boring.
You are technically missing a shoey as well. From
I'm down for a shoey. These are quite foul though. If we could go down to like Primani or something and get me something sorted.
Oblíbený anime? OP? Co je OP?
I actually have evaded all shoeys so far. I didn't even do one in Australia. Have you been caught doing a shoey?
No.
Live?
No.
Could you imagine Mini doing a shoey?
Mini mentioned.
That would be all for.
Yeah.
Opening?
Ty
vole, nevím. One Punch Man. Tokyo Ghoul.
She's probably already has. She's on scale, like, absolute lad. Hopefully we get an update for you guys. Otherwise, I'm going to start sitting down and looking through either Reddit or someone's chat. Which chat am I going to? Which one do you think? We've got a couple of options.
TMV, I think.
TMV?
Yeah.
TMV, okay. Hold on.
No, není tak dobrý song, ne? Tokyo Ghoul máš.
Myslím, že ho tam můžeme vidět na kameře, ten jako keby si boxoval.
I get worried when I still see people.
One Punch Man máš. 3, 2, 1.
Not sure at this point. Not sure. So, okay, bigger picture then. Do you still hold FUT within your...
Just Andrew, děkuji za nového tier 1 členose na YouTube Watchparty, díky.
I'm asking bigger picture. I'm asking...
I stick by my FUT top 3 pick.
Okay, so still
I stand
top 3.
by my FUT picks, yes.
Okay, perfect. So, with that in mind, who beats them then, out of what we've seen?
Oh, we're going back in.
No, no.
Because we do have to come back to the game.
I'm not seeing the timer moving. I'm not seeing the timer moving. Until the timer moves, we're having none of it. We'll see.
No, se nekoukal žádný anime, já jako koukám prostě lidský seriály, kámo. Koukám lidský seriály. Jakože hraný.
God, it's a hard grind, isn't it? 8-9 though, actual scoreline here. Let's see if this is potentially offset some of the, I don't want to say confidence, but certainly momentum as well.
You're riding this one through with a lesser buy on the side of G2 than I was expecting. The showstopper, as I said, to offset.
Každý z hráčů tam jako kouká anime, nebo co?
Always a little question mark coming out of a
Extra peak poslední série.
G2 actually taking a ton of space on the seaside here. But pick up the pace towards A.
Leap's going to be found. Yeah, Zeus just going to tank a little bit of damage, but he was there pretty swiftly. Baby trying to get involved, but just has to trigger the wall for now. Create some options for deeper down the line.
Jiné jí zbavila možná první, druhá a sedma.
Well done considering how
Mě bavil jeho bráškovec, Dogs a Debra, ale fokus. Nice shot. One Piece je náročný na sledování, kámo. To má 55 let. Já to ani nechci koukat kvůli tomu. Tohle ty nekonečný... Tohle ty nekonečný, kámo. Bolí ruka. One Piece je mid. Nemůžu soudit. Oni hází tuhle ten reveal, co házím já, by the way. Není zakázaný. Broken, kámo, ten reveal legit. Awareness 0. Tohle je by the way ten angle, který potřebuje abuzovat každý jedno kolo G2, protože hrajou proti non-Viper. Tady musí každý kolo stát někdo. Nejlépe s tím vypem.
Got a little bit of utility to help him out with. Again, it's hardly jam-packed already. Zeus going to start paving the way, and surely... Wait, Baby got him in that! Sop does answer back towards...
Baby zabil týpka v letu.
And they're looking to pivot.
Na Ruta se chci určitě někdy podívat, až budu retired. Věřím, že Naruto je absolutní banger, no.
They've still got so many numbers to play with, right? Like, they shouldn't be too threatened yet.
One Piece nestojí za to upřímně. 980 epizod. Díky za rating.
Still feeling secure enough in this position. They've made contact, or at least kind of implied some presence. That wall is yet to be checked though. Paranoia comes in, they're going to know where Valen resides, but it's Trent, and it's going to be the others. Jawgemo being one of them, and s0pp's not really looking afraid at 12 seconds though. Where do we go at this point? G2 shut this down. Get a J2 late to the party. Gonna make it a little more costly, sure, but the round win.
Futka převařujou trošku. Futka trochu vykolil do timeoutík.
G2 certainly still a cushion here to chip away at. But we'll be able to buy back into this. Big investment here from Zeus. The show.
Jako vidím furt nějaký edity na, jak se to jmenuje? Seven Deadly Sins, kámo. Na Natsuno Taizai. A já jsem to koukal, než vyšla ta poslední série. A teďko vidím furt nějaký edity z té poslední série, kterou jsem nevěděl, vypadá to docela jako pík. A možná jenom ty edity vypadají dobře.
I think it is. I believe so.
7 Deadly Frames. To jsem viděl tu... Jak se to jmenuje? Jsem viděl tu drama předtím, no, že to nějak pojebali. Breaking Bad je prostě jebička, no, ale to je jakoby, to aby jsi jako vyhradil rok života, aby jsi zkoukal na Breaking Bad. Se táhne jak smrad, kámo, ten seriál.
Nerves are assuaded.
Again, what FUT are able to maintain behind this. I mean, s0pp, again, operator, the stinger in hand, ultimate behind it.
Blok mě nebavilo.
Very frugal here. They're conscious that.
No a mi mrkni vedejka, co mám. By mělo stačit na gol 3. No nic! G2 reverse sweep je tady, baby. Nerfnutá shorty, kamo. Mně přijde to, vidím furt na tomhle eventu, jak mají lidi několik let zažitou tu shortinu, tak furt ji hrajou stejně jako tu starou a trolí těm. Legit.
Get a little bit of that back, but I mean not much.
All that chaos actually brought Leaf out of the pit now. It drops C-side open for the
taking.
taking.
Kontrol jsem neviděl. Má list line-up na Valobank? Nemá.
Look at Valen though, he's here so early.
Yeah, he certainly is. Poison's off. Spike planted. Plants in. 3v4.
Walking Dead jsem viděl prvních několik sérií. Kdysi dávno s mojí mojí první přítelkyní, kámo, ještě bylo 6. To byly věci, kámo.
Contact made, BabyBay gonna set the tone and the tempo, but it's gonna be a really swing. J. Hit shot, but Valen's made it here, and Sociable was down low, 70 HP against the 30.
Against 30? A to je věk nebo životy? Ne! Mladý predátor, kámo, byl jsem beast. Byl jsem beast, kámo. A měl jsem starší přítelky. Rok a půl. To byl život. To byl život barevný, kámo. A potom mi zlomila srdíčko. A pak jsem byl smutný.
They need to check in. They've got to have a plan in mind now, Mike, because they just don't have the funds for it. They are at the bottom of the barrel here financially. A couple of weapons, sure, but it is going to be light. And FUT are just getting dangerous enough that this is
jsem žil v pohádce, kámo, až mi bylo 16.
The ult spent as well. They have a TP for Valen. That's it.
Myslím, že to bude, kámo, na celý život.
Conceding number 11. And again, with that kind of blip along the timeline, the loss bonus won't align for them. Depending on what they spend here.
Já jsem se starou už druhý rok a ještě nepičuje, no mě tak asi pohoda. Good for you, kámo, good for you.
To be in here. For G2, yeah.
Terrible time.
And I think as well, what you saw a couple of rounds ago, FUT almost getting a whiff of how G2 were approaching it. Even that previous example, like I said, they couldn't capitalize on s0pp's flank quick enough, but they drew Leaf out of the pit. They created an opportunity elsewhere. Credit to the mid-round of FUT.
Teď bude starý drak na mladý. Ty si jebnutí.
Everybody for FUT. Won't catch s0pp.
Okay. Yeah, but the angle's good for Val in there. Still trying to be active in this. Instigate a little, he has to. He's the one with Vandal.
Se uspět HP.
Zeus is down at 5 as well. G2 coming out on top of this opening engagement.
Still here. Still looking for... Zeus on 5 HP! Is that weapon recoverable? Not really, and J on the follow-up. The site now looking secure. FUT taking strides towards this.
Kámo, z 5 HP dá ještě 2. Tak to je sen.
Finally put down. Leaf, how bad do you want this one? It's a 2v3. Baby Bay still up as well. Let's trigger that wall and look for other options. Maybe other upgrades. But that timer is an issue. And silver linings don't feel like enough. Leaf's not given any opportunities here.
Timing.
No, doesn't get him down. There's another door shot on G2 in this round. Sociable's found him. Baby Bay can't lead gathered for FUT. 11-10.
And the financial woes continue. I mean, there's only 2 players sitting north of 3K. This buy is everything for G2. Operator in hand for Jaw. Just the TP, already mentioned it. Cross the lead, just missing one. J, a chance to shut down this must-win buy for G2. That's looking all in once more on the side of FUT. Bulldozing their way past rubble. G2 proactivity hinted at.
Šábla tam trápí prostě, no predík, tady Bart už to rozšifroval.
Already going to get bodies ahead of this.
Can't afford to die though at this point. There's no one really present on site to do much with it. Baby Bay tempted, sure. Not going to come down preemptively to make sure no one's lingering on site, but actually Zeus going back in for seconds, gets punished. And a shot from Trent, and life still in the veins of G2. But a man to the good. You can see the FUT go hunting, but Valen holding the line. There's still a lot to be said about this. This would be unforgivable if it's a loss. So for G2, it becomes essential to stay calm, cool and collected here.
So much time left though for Sociable and s0pp to get out of this. But Jaw, the one disconnected here. Get back onto this angle potentially.
Door's open. There we go. Nicely done on the first. Doesn't need to overextend on this. 30 seconds left.
Jsou cáble 1v4. Jestli někdo tohle může vyhrát. Tak to není, jsou cáble.
He's the first couple cleanly here.
And they're stacked up, all 3 of them together, trying to maybe divide this site in a new way. But the pre-fire not far off. Got a cubby to play from. Does he get given the first? Wide of the run, and G2 staying now blow for blow.
And 4 left standing, that's crucial in terms of the reinvestment required. Got themselves another ultimate to boot, but a fantastic hold here. FUT given a ton of space to play into, but not able to capitalize. Yetizay's ult used preemptively, and G2 sat just outside it.
Give me that shit. I'll give you that shit, my boy. Good shit, hot dog. Good.
Dej mi to hovno.
Leaf now the one to pick up the operator. Zeus just missing 2 for a showstopper across the still an ultimate to play with.
Reakce tam Stevena Hawkinse.
Potentially feeding into
list.
Will land. Zeus down and out.
And Sociable considered. Pain shell goes in. And lucky to get out of there. G2 suddenly looking stronger. Confidence shown now, but caution aired on the other side for Leaf. He took the first player, taking away Zeus. He can't overextend. Finds J. This is good information here.
Two looking to remain active as well. Now potentially 3 ready to greet this drift.
Hrajou Phantom, protože to je lanka a na 1 pingu ten Phantom je jak laser. Ding, ding,
Like I said, it's invested for G2.
Smokes in. They are very close to this, trying to keep this quiet at 35 seconds. But looking to finish towards the A side of the map here. Prowler, just a little early, but Jawgemo ready. Standing guard with a double. Would love to make it more, but Valorant's there in unison and sociable, irrelevant to the outcome. And G2 looking to finish with a flourish, but he's going to take a body with him. Put Trent back on notice. But there's no escaping it now. G2 pushing up to 12.
Můžeš, ale nikdo tam není. Já myslím, ne, actually už nemůžeš, dřív jsem mohl. Nikdo tam nikdy nebyl. Už to nejde, no.
Beautiful opener from Leaf. And s0pp just out of shot there again. They were both onto this angle at the same time.
Chroustali, kámo, co má za reaction time.
Pivot back towards A. G2 read it to perfection.
Starts feeling
Trent
like a
Odin.
marathon of a game at 11 to 12. G2 now one away from taking us to that
Podruhý.
split on the horizon, but the pace not stopping for FUT. Straight in towards the site, and BabyBay in danger. Swings into it. s0pp gonna take his life.
Jak si nezničil ten reveal, ten týpek?
29 HP.
You had no right. But Valorant trying to be hot on their heels. This time Sociable's here, but it's not just him.
Kámo!
He's got support, he's got fire to the dead.
Ten Jawgemo je... Nemůžu to říct ani co je, kámo. Ten Jawgemo je tak hloupej!
He's got OT written all over it now.
29 HP now looking an impossibility for Leaf to clutch this one out. Rostally will find it.
To je typický duelista, kámo, tam na volku je, kámo, full a never všeho, co to je? Video z CSK? Ne, video z CSK ne, ale mám 1v1 proti kapesníkovi, když jsme hrali na chvilku CSK. Jsem poprvé zapl CS2 v životě. Byla to šílenost, kámo.
I imagine Sociable relaying that information of both players being noted on the flank.
A kapesník má actually talent na hry, vole. Nebo má playtime, nevím.
OT now necessary. G2 desperate to take it to split. FUT would love to close down the account right here, right now. And it's pressure from the
right here.
FUT
right here, right now.
Reset in terms of comfort. Sides swapped here. Leaf will be put to task here and holding back the onslaught of FUT.
Yeah, that's bačka.
Sociable right outside B.
It took almost all
A never, kámo, jak
but 4 of them got the job done while leaving the entirety of C in the hands of J. TP there, just keeping him interested, but now G2 don't have step, they don't have that lurk.
Já portnou nahoru, by the way, ten Valen je port na ten boxí, tady jako zabije je tu Jaya.
FUT taking the fight to G2 in this first overtime round.
Petr, jo, to je samozřejmě jakoby v plánu do budoucna, ale já teďko nejsem content creator mainly, chápeš? Když už něco budu chtít dělat, jakože se týče contentu, já to chci dělat dobrý, a abys to udělal dobrý, tak potřebuješ tomu dát strašně moc úsilí a času a... Nejde se rozdvojit, bohužel to zkoušel, kámo, ale nejde se rozdvojit. Jde dělat jenom jedna věc pořádně najednou, takže... Budu muset počkat série Učím youtubery Valorant.
This needs to be absolute money for G2. BabyBay.
Absolutní peníze, vole.
There's going to be the paranoia. He's going to try and make a run for it. The reveal comes in and here comes a flash.
Začíná to hezky.
Jawgemo on a stand the test so far and it's all on Jawgemo, he's desperately trying to do
No!
everything he can.
To byl jeho životní klačka, to byl jeho životní klač. To byl jeho životní klač.
Nearly saw one of those magical moments from Jaw, but it's yet a J.
Díky, Ruška. To bylo jen takový jako for the funsies.
God almighty, he did so well to get to this point. But as you said, the final boss, the final man, yeah, the J. That's a whole lot of players painted in red there, but the one remaining has given FUT 13. And a timeout for G2. Much to consider now with life on the line.
Life on the line.
In that second half, I mean, G2 was struggling in a number of rounds. It took heroics in the first, heroics in the second. Now they need to deliver one in overtime. Top of the board for G2. Lots to be discussed here during this timeout. You can see the amount of pressure that Valen is under.
Yeah. It's an unforgiving job, isn't it?
Yeah, it really is.
Don't envy anyone in that position. Up 13 or down to 12, it doesn't really make much odds, but for Valen, a lot of weight on his shoulders. Obviously spread between the coaching staff and the rest, but for him, obviously, big call coming in now as FUT stand on the verge of a 2-0 win.
s0pp and Zeus, top of the board for FUT as well. No surprises. The dynamic duo that continues to deliver for this roster. Can they close out here?
Cover going.
Where are you?
Oh, not spotted on that, forced away by the reveal. s0pp will take this space, at least plant the seed.
Plant the seed.
G2 not moving just yet off that. Maybe actually reading into the fact that nobody's even curious outside C right now.
Yo pico. Picosaurus.
This is BabyBay and Valen. To hold down the fort for G2. Zeus is in here.
He's in there quick as well, but he doesn't actually close down on the man. Valen
vole.
and actually pretty
Jen tak, kámo, jen tak.
At one point down to 29 HP there with the paint shell was about to pop.
Just to get to this point.
Very Monique.
Tension starting him out at 48 seconds. A corner and a cubby made to get the
Oni nespamuje.
5v5 in the post, Lauren.
Ho nechali plantnout, jo?
Jo.
Tak to je konec. Odin. Odin God's work, kamaráde. Odin God's work. Má od broka. Jsou cábl.
Oh my word. Couple of players from FUT in a position to shut this down. That trade back from Valen is everything in terms of keeping hope alive. And somehow, I mean, Trent delivered one here off the reveal, but it's Valen to find another two.
Let's go! Come on! Let's go!
G2 find the response required. Valen making a statement here.
Nefinishou tohle hovno.
Operator in hand for s0pp now. Bit of a curveball. Got to be considered though.
He's quick to this. It's a really.
How far does he go?
Well, yeah.
He's still pushing.
Yeah, BabyBay's got to be really careful on the other side. And again, so does the rest of G2 if they do decide to come back this way. But he's made it here not feeling any pressure, so they've already rotated players to the rest of the map. G2's progress. Something to keep in mind. Leaf trying to get closer, does need to deal with the wall. That's done. So part of that protocol list now starting to be ticked off.
This is just a probe though from G2. They are looking towards B right now. Crossley is so curious as to what's going on over there.
Go deep.
There's still s0pp. There's still
It's a deep angle for the operator as well. He's giving it up.
Oh, this is wild. And then Zeus.
On ho opustil, ADHD neonka.
Checked really nicely. Paranoia, but still not able to shut him down. Though they're not being able to get close. He's still standing. Zeus still takes one.
Jak dá ještě svýho, kámo? Můžou, kámo, přestat být tak posraní. Až za ouškama.
An advantage. We're going to want to convert now. Trent gets out there to avoid the C's.
Bam, plentuj!
Throws the timing the smokes off ever so slightly. FUT looking to get aggressive now.
Here they come. They're already on towards the site here. Looking to re-clear. Trent tries to stand the ground.
Oni se blokujou, oni se blokujou. Portal za něj, jsou cábl. On portal za něj.
Even blocking each other's view here. G2 just have no plan B once FUT. Like I said, the timing is off just because of the C's. One of the smoke drops, they have to move forwards.
Vím, co udělal z cábl. Double TP prostě.
And FUT run away with it.
A vysral.
Answering right back. Number 14 on the board. It's G2. Under scrutiny.
There.
For what seems like the 100th time this map.
Go again. Trent here early this time. Jawgemo as well. s0pp's been punished a couple of times on this push-up. Where are that's going to be a potentially big reveal here. There it is. Oh, it's gorgeous.
Oh.
Leaf the one to capitalize. Follow up there for s0pp though on the trade. 4v4. Pivot towards the B site. There's no one here to greet them.
It's open.
They've got options now, and Sociable being slippery too. Going to keep control on the other side of the extremity here. Deep Prowler going to catch Baby Bay. That's fine. Gives them a little bit more confidence in the plant.
Big info though. Where does Sociable go with this? s0pp's found Leaf.
GG.
Hold on, Jawgemo
GG. A má neon ultinu.
Can he do it all himself here? Looking to keep going! An ace! Is that way? The 18-year-old superstar looking like a nightmare to face as FUT carry on the merciless march!
Ty blázne. Masakr. Ach, to je masakr, kámo. G2 jedou domů. G2 jedou domů. 0-2. 0-2. Number one seed Ameriky prohrál do čínského týmu a do třetího seedu EMEA. Holy. Leviathan, poslední americký tým. Jediný first seed je PaperX. G2 in the golden era. Breakdance na židli, kámo.
And a bounce back as well, considering the bigger picture going on around that previous series as well.
Absolutely.
A big tick in the box in terms of mentality.
Že dostali jste scam, jakoby.
Youngsters is huge.
Again, 18 years old is s0pp. This is a
No, není šance, že tady kvůli Turkům zlomím vás, vole.
Big pressure from external influence, but for him, a fantastic display here today, and the rest of the boys trying to keep themselves focused.
Je tam breakdance na židli, až Muffin splní svůj slib, co dal taky na streamu. Aspoň 20 kliků, kamo. Kámo, to nedojebali artist na podložku, Adam. 20 kliků je v pohodě.
One match at a time. Yes, I'm just gonna let him take this very cute selfie, I have to say, and then we're gonna talk about, well, first of all, Ascent, the double Senti comp. I never thought I'd see the day that a Turkish team wasn't going double duelist on Ascent, so talk to me about that decision.
Actually, we tried so many comps, but we just find a good one finally, and it's Sage. And Zeus is so good player, has really good aim power, so
very good aim power.
He will do it.
Aspoň 20. Mám tady místo na to. Kde to mám udělat tady?
Like we see the score, so.
A pak jdeme na zelenou, kámo.
In the past, FUT has had an issue with actually closing down these series. Today, you managed to do it 2-0. Is there something about being here in London that's making you believe in yourselves more and more?
Fans, obviously. Yeah, it's just fans.
What is it like getting to meet so many of those fans in London?
Yeah, most of them don't support us, but that doesn't matter. We are here for win, guys.
Well, I've been talking to the fans, and there's quite a lot of them that support you quite vocally in the breaks when I'm out here meeting them. I guess what I'm interested in now is, how far do you think FUT can go here?
Budu tady vidět vůbec.
Maybe we can see the finals.
You think the finals? What about the win?
Je to akorát na full screen, nebo co, vyjebnutí.
You don't know. Yesterday, this is not your first LAN, but you are playing with 4 players who've never played a LAN before. Top 6 isn't bad. You guys could go all the way. Would that be the dream?
Yeah, that was our dream, and we really want to go for top 4 because we did Shanghai top 6, like in 2024, so we need to do better than top 6.
Yeah. Well, listen, there's a good chance if you keep playing like that. Thank you so much, Yesterday. Go meet the fans because you do have them. As for you guys, more Valorant action coming your way tomorrow.
Počkej. No tady kámo zavázal takovou píčovinu. Ještě nesázím KB, abych sadil proti FUT.
We are back here for our, of course, the man, the coach of FUT, Vlad, a good friend of the desk, and of course, former talent as well. So, you know, you've been in the game for a hot minute, man, and it is incredible to see FUT pick up this win. So I was asking you before, I was like, okay, what teams did FUT take out? You took out the #1 seeded G2.
Yeah.
Then you take out NRG, the world champs, and you also drop Full Sense as well. So this has been an absolute lightning bolt event for you guys. How are you feeling, man?
Like it's like an emotional roller coaster so far.
I can't imagine.
Me. I mean, yesterday the EDG game and now G2 game. Like we should have won the yesterday's game as well. But at some point, like we could have easily won Lotus, to be honest, but Leaf made it so impossible for some of the rounds, and we kind of started choking. But I'm feeling so good overall.
Yeah.
Being in the top 6 right now, it's like amazing, but job's not finished.
Oh, 100%. One other thing I wanted to ask real fast. When you were in that situation, Lotus, you were starting to see G2 get the comeback. Who on the team was really stepping up to get the boys in shape so that they could, you know, just take it round by round and pick up that win?
I mean, every single one of them, I gotta give the credit to all of them, because we have been
bonusových 5, kámo, že jsem nedělal break.
Possible way was to everyone thinking about round by round, right?
Yeah.
And everyone was contributing each round, and in the end, Zeus stepped up so good.
Awesome.
It's been incredible.
Yeah. Like our calls basically made everything possible from sociable, of course.
Yeah.
But
to je jaká tragédie, ale?
For Lotus credit to the sociable.
Jaká tragédie ty?
Zeus, I mean Zeus, sorry.
Both plays. Sociable had some big moments, but Zeus 100%.
For sure. You mentioned round by round, Vlad. Your team has played the most rounds in this tournament so far. How are you keeping that kind of, you know, momentum going and the stamina
How are you
going?
awake?
Yeah.
How are you awake?
What turnaround?
With 2 ice.
A už se nevsázím.
Okay, all right. And then 2 Red Bulls, sugarless.
Of course, sugar free. You gotta have the sugar free.
Yeah. It's my choice. And I mean, it's been just like I say, it's been an emotional roller.
Jdeme na zelenou.
Like after EDG game.
Jet gameplay, chat.
Like we went through some difficulties, of course.
Jdeme zreplikovat Jet gameplay.
We had to kind of stay awake for hours and hours to prep G2.
Ty má s hlavou, chlap.
The map pool shifted because we have been playing Fracture, Haven, all games so far.
Sadit se na něco Vitality proti Paper, tak tam kámo si nejsem jistý, kdo vyhraje. Tady jsem si myslel, že si budu jistý. No nic. Díky moc za sledovačku, chat, zítra se vidíme opět zde. Kolem 4:05. Ty vole, to nebudu koukat. První zápas se nevidíme. Nechci koukat šilaj už. Ale Paper X Vitality bych chtěl fitnout celý, kámo. To je jakoby předčasné grand finálko. Vitality mají kurz 3. Interesting. No nic. Díky moc za koukačku, zítra sedíme zde. A kdo chcete ještě vidět mě a Jet gameplay a Sova gameplay, pokud dojde mini, tak zelená. Díky moc, blázni, díky za nové followy, top, D, Keču, děkuji. Vidíme se za 5 minutek. Díky za splnění challenge. Už se nesázím. Vidíme se. See ya.